is that ultimately Elevate have managed to get 10 to 15 seconds of time they otherwise wouldn't. Charlie's almost immediately going to clear space through the middle map, and that's going to send Elevate right to try and break P2.
Yeah, that's going to put you in a bit of an awkward position. The push through cave is going to come through almost immediately. Clo's going to be here to try and find that break, but it's going to have to be one-dimensional from Elevate. They haven't been able to make any inroads on these spawns. Tempest out from Curly already. Thankfully, from some of his really good work through the middle of the map. Few kills go Elevate's way, but it doesn't matter if Curly is just going to light 5 of you up. Tempest play on point, Q9 in control.
Yeah, just Curly making plays like that haven't really made the difference for Q9. Again, goes back to that conversation we had previously, really in the green room. Everybody has been firing on all cylinders for Q9, but the other thing that they do so well, Ton, beyond just individual performances, is they really know when to stack all of their utility in towards a hard point. They know the value of an early advantage, but unfortunately, when that doesn't work out, you lose a wave of gunfights, well, Elevate can break you.
A lot invested here by Q9. I think we've seen nearly every single streak trying to make a difference, but Elevate barge their way through the front door. Link can find one. Eventually trying to find a way back through. Those close spawns will help them to do so pretty quickly, and they will stop the bleeding. But I think for Elevate, that's a minor win, to be honest with you. Not in a good position, lots of streaks against you. You stop Q9 from getting every single second of P2.
Yeah, 100% right. I mean, you force utility out early on. I think the kind of the idea for Q9 there is to gain a massive dent into Elevate, right? The snowball that we always talk about, a 70-point lead early on would have been humongous, but no, now that's just down to 25 or so, and Elevate, they have a good look at the next hill.
Q9 are going to break from this side, though. We've seen it time and time again. A lot of operators coming in though, from the Elevate side, and Clo right now with the equalizers out, starting to farm them off the spawn. He'll flip them around for Elevate, and it was a little bit worrying, to be honest with you, after seeing P1 and 2, seeing how Q9 are setting up, seeing the streaks come in, but Clo is just easing those worries a little bit. Susano can come in and plenty being thrown over towards Q9. Elevate investing a lot, but they're getting a lot back for it.
Yeah, I just think the subs right now are firing on all cylinders for Elevate, right? Clo in particular, I think 12 kills to his name at this point in time, firing through the middle of the map. He'll finally get shut out off the back of a streak, so Elevate now potentially open the door with 20 seconds left on this hard point, but Q9 feels a little bit individual. Mauchi on the trade as well, Yoppie for a couple of kills here. Time Elevate, they are holding this hard point, and this is a notoriously difficult hill to hold.
And they managed to actually lose the spawns, though. Q9 have managed to get a flip there. I know they're not necessarily that sticky, so the rotation over towards Next is going to look a little bit better for our Chinese team. But the scoreline for Elevate, about a 20-second lead as we head over now towards P4. Spawns out actually for Elevate over towards the cave side. They're going to have to look at a couple of different directions if you're Q9. They could do it this time, though, because the bleeding is starting to get a little heavier. Yoppie can find a kill to find a way through, and is that going to be the catalyst for Elevate to find their break? Not quite. Q9 have found a way through, but Clo will get taken down, and it's seemingly going to be Q9 in control.
And the problem for Elevate there is, despite some heroical kills coming through from the likes of Yoppie, Elevate just spawning all the way out on towards Temple side. Q9 got those close letterbox spawns, and now they're able to invest in towards this hard point. This is notoriously difficult to break, especially when Uling is staring you down with the equals.
It's had a quiet game by his standards. Looking to try and step things up here for the team, but everybody is trying to do their jobs. They'll find one on the outside, can't quite get through Chicken Coop. It will be shut down by Oling and trying to find a little bit more as well. But PJ and Susano doing well, 15 seconds to play full Cloud. Just trying to play as sneaky as he can. But it's been back and forth on this hill, but it's been mostly Q9. Elevate trying to find a way through, 10 seconds to go. That's going to be the end of the first rotation, and there is very, very little in this game.
Yeah, 100%. Elevate now just trying to effectively contest things to make things even, but really we're splitting hairs, right? With a 3-point difference between the two teams. Yeah, this has been a phenomenally close game, incredibly back and forth. Both teams have been able to steal time away from the other on crucial hard points. And now we do go into that second set. Q9 last time around, they were very good at holding the
That's what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, can't afford to slow things down here.
Here for the set of Wanted. Push out the players of Saints even more. Hunter Killer Drone from the backside clears up the spawns here for Rocks for the set of 1 to 6. The Pretty Fly Shrew information relayed. It's a total money hill here for the set of 1 to 6.
Yeah, as soon as they got the lockdown, they held down that head glitch on that Lamborghini. The operators are there as well to help them score a little bit more points in this one. Just use it out until the very end and just settle for that late rotation. Saints are going to be banking on this early. Already on those exit kills, those exit fills are going to be very handy. Blinks finding this on rotation kill against Aves, and there you go. They are going to be spawning on that well side. That's already advantage for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's gonna be hard to do if you're Saints. You had the early rotation, but you just kind of fell behind. There's no way it's gonna be an easy P3 here for them.
Oh, truly. As we go, moving over now. Next hardpoint's gonna be opening up. 33 to 63 we go. Claw's gonna be out now here for the side of Kirby. But unfortunately, he doesn't really find the means to get the value out of this. 2 operators out here for the side of Saints as well. Tempest Equalizer does get dropped. Not much operator value here for either end. It's just all gonna come down to raw mechanical gunfights.
44 to 64, close game that we got here. Grizz popping off with 11. Pretty much distributed here for Saints, but Kuda on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are doing a hella good job just skipping the hill pressure here. And just skipping that one is just really putting a lot of tough fight here for Saints. 47 to 69 on our scoreboard right now. And yeah, heading on to P4 we go. Operators are going to be very handy here this time around.
Yeah, pretty drastically here for a set of 1 to 6. Now P4 is going to be opening up here. Saints, perfect time for them as well to try to rack up some points. They do find himself here early on the side of the hill. Daytel, though, drops his equalizer once again. Kuda's going to be out here with a Tempest. Move over here. Nate's going to be flying on by to each their own. Finds one for another. It's a back and forth gunfight here off this P4, and it's going to be Saints here slowly but surely inching closer towards the equalizer.
Those nades, those smokes are really helping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 break this hill. And just like that, a couple of free spree coming through for both of their players are just going to be slamming that point, and now they are right inside. But Saints are doing a hella great job. Again, just fighting back here. That lead has not gone past 30 seconds so far. Just making sure that this game goes the long distance. And now we're moving on to the next hill. Kirby has been popping off for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 22 eliminations to his name. And that's going to score more as we move on to this P1 reset. Saints has got a lot of things to do here. More time on that hill, and gotta stop that P2 later on because that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is just trying to do and trying to pull away in this map right here.
Now 69 to 92 here. Back to the reset. A lot of blue dots here off this hillside. Topside control, not a question to be asking for a set of Saints. Absolutely able to serve. Top 40 remaining here, and so far, I mean, both of these teams are just smoking off the hill, just trying to play their lives out, try to soak up the time. Goes a bit to a back and forth here. Much more control will begin for the set of 1 to 6 once again as they find themselves here just 1 point away from the 100-point mark.
At least that is going to be the case for him, but slowly you're seeing Saints just having signs of vitality here. I know he's been struggling so much on those first 4 hills or rotations, but here he finds himself with a little bit more involvement around the point. Just a single-digit score deficit between his 2 squads right now as we move on to P2. And again, priorities here will be on that rock side. 1 to 6 are going to be right there early. And they're looking to try to make that break before this hardpoint even pops up. But Saints has got a good position on it. Now, those operators are going to be finding a lot of value here. 5 are available. And if you can defend away, that means a money hill is guaranteed here for Saints.
And as they go here, 98 to 101. War Machine's going to be out here for a set of Helios. Massive value here, though, from set of Saints as well. They find themselves here on the front foot. Big fights coming through. 3 players hitting down on the side doors. And the read's perfect for the set of 1 to 6. And they're able to get the bulk of the trades, retaining the control of the hardpoint away from the side of Saints.
4 operators invested, and not even 20 seconds Saints was able to claim in this P2. Just a terrible job, but just finding the routes and the timing just to try to eliminate the lead that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 has on this game. Now it's their turn to make themselves shine. Datos is going to bring out that equalizer through White. He's going to get shot down, but again, you maintained that lead, you kept it. And you're even taking scrap while also having your guys rotate early on to P3.
Some time remaining. Good for it. Going to be the squad of 1 to 6. Kirby's ready, all streaked up as well. Has an E consistent to work with as they progress and transition along now here towards P number 3. Opening it up. Big 1v1 fight. Gon wins it. Helios from the top side. On the feed. Dayton good for 2. Kuda as well. The first initial run here off the speed 3 might slide upon the place of 1 to 6 as they are able to get the gunfight racking up for them.
At outside control, number 3 in Yellow Binks is currently in the office building, so all of this are just in line for them to go for the spawn trap and just go in for kills to dream off the lanes. But that probably, again, a split spawn to continuously move through for Saints' side. And now Grizz has got the equalizer in his hands. Just trying to stream off the points here, chip by chip. They make their way back into the point contesting. Here is Grizz. Now still needing Kaino to step up here with only 13 kills. That's not enough for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, 110, 151 here. A lot of effort has been shown here for the set of Saints. Kaino definitely has to step it up as we go. Top 10 time, 10 seconds remaining now here. D4 is going to be opening up here once again. Big 2v2s of your lives. Can you win it? Back and forth they go. 1 for 1. Grizz gets a double. And it's going to be a clear out here for the side of Saints here as we open things up here on this P4. All 5 players of 1 to 6 going to be spawning on the boathouse.
I know, again, top office building. That's the best way to spawn trap people in this P4. I was going to give myself a few moments to just shine and, again, cause some disturbance in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rotation onto this hill. So far, I'm surprised. He went back instead of holding off his building and kill himself right there. So that's rough. Saints are not going to be in, at least for the time being. They'll be popping in 2 operators. 30 seconds remaining on this P4 before we move on to new. So there's quite a lot of time to get back in this game. Grizz popping off. Predator missile already locked in. Just a couple of more kills, and that's going to be an EMP that he'll be able to build up right in time for this P1 to open up.
20 seconds remaining. Saints more than enough time for them to take this lead away from the side of 1 to 6. Helios from the front. It's had a live game already. 44 kills already. You make it 45 rather, but no, Grizz shuts him down. Daytail off the trade as well. And 1 to 6 just doing so good here, retaining the scrap time, making sure the lead doesn't really bleed out of their hands. Go back to P1 now here, 3rd time, Callie.
Yeah, Helios with 45-26. Then take a look at the other side, right? Kel is holding himself right there, but still needing more gunpowder just to try to get this lead here. Single digits, that's what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, can't afford to slow things down here. Saints are just about to push that button and just go in ham in this matchup at the moment. Still looking into this P1. Hill time, no pressure for Saints until Grizz came in here and just pushed through and find himself with 3Ps. And yeah, definitely back and forth cruise control for both of these squads. Again, we have never seen Saints take the lead. It's always been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and can they keep it up until the very end? The times of the game is looking bright here for a set of 1 to 6 as well. I mean, they are able to retain the lead here on this P1. Alongside that, has 4 offers to work with here as they transition towards region number 2. And to send out the players of Saints as well to spawn out here, they're going to be able to find themselves on the early rotation. This might just be the end here for the set of Saints. It might be, but they can still fight. But not with Binks just pushing through the death machine. Great timing on it. Make that a 2-piece only for him. But then again, as he makes that push, Helios brings out the war machine, locking down the white building. 4 for him. It clears out the wave. And the Mud Hill in the making here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Double pinch to be offered. And the clock's going to be out here to deny it. One last player to worry about. Ringer, Router, Rosie, and Cal can sustain his life away. 1 to 6. 2 waves. Granted. Looking to survive another as well, but Vez from the side of Saints finds a force free on the feed. Able to get the break here in the nick of time.
They're just getting farmed with the first 30, but now finally they do find their way inside, win a couple of fights, but not enough. As they can't find themselves to push towards that rocks building until number 1 in blue actually spawns in towards that area on the map, but it's just kind of too late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the shutdown. That's through the workhorse of Helios with 57, Kirby with 49, and they can end it on that next hill.
It's to go. 229 for 171. Who is going to be on the prowl. Freddy flies through. Tempest has on his hand as well. More than enough resources that they need to work with. But if you are Saints as well, you have 3 operators here. Gotta make a play now. Gotta make a bold move here. And it starts things off here with a Sparrow, but unfortunately only good for 1. A Vest from the backside as well here with a War Machine will get denied. And the players of Saints able to get the break inside of the hill. Last 16 points for them to close it out.
That's relentless. Do not try to give Saints any chance of coming back in this game. No matter how much pressure has been given here by Saints. It's just the gunpowder that's just too overwhelming for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Helios with 63, Kirby with 51. What more can you do when you're a team, when you got so much star potential on this squad? One thing to try to take this map here. Saints are not going to go down that easy. They want to go down swinging. Helios with the War Machine, pops it right in. Good for 3 eliminations, and once again, it has been the operator value that has been the game changer in this map number 1. Building it through, trying to finish this. Not yet done, Warden. We're moving on to new, but guess who's there? 5 more seconds here for this hardpoint to open up, and only 5 more points. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 needs to get this game finished up. Nicely done. It's gonna be popping open, nobody there to contest, and that is gonna be game, set, and done. Helios with a 71 kill performance to end map number 1.
We talked about Don, Kirby, Kuda. Never mentioned Helios there. He had a live game for sure. Talk about a strong run here in regards to raw mechanical gunfights alongside the operator values, which is so immaculate. Always found himself at least a first spree to each investment that he put up with a war machine.
It's incredibly amazing how he's been able to light that one up, right? I mean, again, the matchup here between the ARs, there's just a little bit of a stark difference between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6's team's AR compared that to Saints, right? Kaido really had it rough in this matchup, and it shows on the first 4 rotations, only 11 kills for him. And compare that to Kirby and Helios, who at least at that time already had 25 kills at minimum. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, great tries coming in for Saints, but their operators, when it comes to that P3, P4 set, there's no value at all. So again, the night and day performance out of the operators here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just played it so much better this time around in this map number 1.
A really nice intention here for the side of Saints, but they fall off, and it wasn't really because of the fact that they played that hard point. It's a better run here overall from the side of 1 to 6, especially when it comes to the readjustments and the operators. Perfect value out of them. Hey, you know, fortunately enough, you have Helios here dropping 71 kills, bro, in 1 minute and 55 seconds on the hill time, granting him a 200 perfect impact rating.
That's just a crazy number right there. 2.15 KT, and you take a look at everything here compared up, man. 197 kills in total for the boys in Saints. That's at least 227 kills. That is gonna be on the side of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm just talking about 3 players combined. I was not able to get the full calculation on it, but man, heavily outslayed on that map was Team Saints. But what they can do is slow things down as we enter a map known become a signature weapon for the NA region and for many other teams in the LATAM scene. Here we have it in the Europe. Once again, Coastal is the map to go for this map number 2. And we have never seen Saints actually draw a map against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 this time around. They gotta lock in. Kaino has to play a little bit better than what he did on that first game.
He's off here on the first round. Gonna be a heavy post up here on the B side alongside mid-map here for the side of Saints. Leaving Gone here off the Locust as well to find a pick off here on towards an A long. I mean, it's a playoff information here. Profi is sacked here from the side of 1 to 6, and Gone just able to pull off a shot here up against Helios. Drops the best player out already, forcing out 4v5.
On this map, I mean, first bloods are entirely the biggest difference. And for Saints to find 2 off the initial set is all you need to just win this out. Almost going to be planted on that A side, and then you have a lurker coming through for Grizz who's going to be on that mid-map. Spots down Kirby. Tries to clean up that mid-map, but Kuda will be there to shut him down. All down to Binks and Kuda. Trying to play on this retake, and he lines up to, oh my god, you can't be real. It's early off the get-go, and it's Kuda. And finding the skills with the PKM, just a sliver of HP. That could have been Team 1 to 6's win, but Saints survives that 2v4 attempt out of that defensive side. Can't be too sure on this one. Saints do take round number 1.
Yeah, fortunate shot there for Son of Gone. That was his first kill here and granted him the round itself. Just really pushed it up here and just side crack towards the boxes. Looking to get a pick off here on his mid-map. Dun connects as well, so 1 to 6 is well aware that he's going to be right around the corner. Sure, if you want to go for the commitment, opt that. You got Kirby here all along towards the B side. There's a pretty heavy mid setup here for the side of 1 to 6. There's going to be 4 players that they might have to worry about here.
A double nading that mid-map just to see for information. Now they send out details on the A bar. That's just risky. They're just going to find that kill. But the wall bang's coming through for Kuda. There you go, Kaino slides in. That's more information that it's going to be an A-side hit that will be coming through here for Saints. And they got to get out of this way. This PKM is just taking so much life from the other side, and another one bites the dust. Avis falls down. Kaino's remaining alive, and Kirby's going to clean that one up. There you go. That's a defensive setup for you. Gotta be aware of that PKM or that mid-map if you're Saints. Can't allow that to happen all throughout. That's gonna put a lot of pressure on your end, especially when you're on that A side.
Yeah, make Kuda's accuracy rest in peace for sure, though. Hey, so you grant yourself the round itself. Back and forth now. It's gonna be a blitz play here for the side of Saints here on towards the B side. Kirby will get overwhelmed. Big's gonna be the only player here that can correspond quickly, but he does wait out his teammates instead. Looking to be a post-up now here. It's a 4v5 retake.
Nading out after that post plant. That's how you want to do it. Just to get that extra tiny bit of info on this retake. Daytel number 5 in blue on the flank. I don't think he's been read just yet. He's gonna swing out, finds one, reloads. I think he spots the second. Where's the comm? Gun doesn't know that there's a guy on the back. And Daytel is gonna farm that. That's a freebie, and now they're moving on. Giving away this space. It's a 1v2. Kel has to clutch this. You can't afford to lose a round where you have the numbers advantage. Daytel on the 1v1. He's got the ice in his veins. Clutches it up. And it's the flank from Daytels that secures that round number 2 for team 1-6.
Yeah, I thought in some way the trades was going to happen there for the side of Saints immediately. As he had to reload as well. There was no reaction at all here from the second player there off towards the B main. Communications definitely needs to be more precise here. Or quicker rather for the side of Saints. Now we head straight here towards round number 4. It's now going to be a push here to be offered here by the side of Saints here on towards the A side.
Waiting on an A split setup. Number 4 in Kaino is just developing the map. At first place, essential. Helios is just spamming through. Ooh, wow. Make that a 3-piece? No. But that 2 kills is just enough. Numbers are not good now for Saints. It's all down to the guy in the mid. That's Aves getting shot at by Binks. Mr. Main is really the info. I'm not sure if they have info on where the bomb is at the moment. They do. I mean, they're just going to have to tap around it. Wait for Aves to pick it up.
Got the trades. Got the crossfire out. We've seen the bomb as well on the ground. So once Aves picks this one up, there'll be instant information here for them.
Bomb acquired.
Hilo rapidly posted up. He's going to be trying to run away, but baits it out. We'll be waiting on a corner instead. With a squad of 1-6. Daytel and Binks don't buy it. And good luck to you, sir. It's a high-low. Perfectly set it up here for the set of 1-6. Double round lead now here for them.
Okay. How you try and win that round? No need to overextend and just play 1v1s, because definitely at the highest level of play, there will be a ton of LeBrons that you're going to have to deal with. The high-low is the perfect counter to a guy that will have to pick up the bomb and try to get that info quick right after it. I tell you what, the defense has not changed. Team 1-6 is always that mid-map pressure. They don't want any mid to B or A action. What changes? Daytel's lurking in the mid-map. How are you there and not dead? Finally, someone takes care of him. It took a while, though.
Trying back to what you said, I mean, the defense is not perfect, but it's definitely working for them. Bit of a weird casualty on the mid-map once again for the side of Daytel. Get taken down in the process, though. Risk is going to be out as well. Look at the players from Saints now here. Out to go for another run here towards the B side. The double back here. Looking to cross his mid-map instead. Has to meet Kuda here with a PKM. He's just going to be right around. Vest finds the first. Helos from the back, able to take away. Gone. Kuda can't find the shots to connect. And now it's going to be a 2v3. And it's a silver lining for them here on towards the B side.
It's tough when your opener is designed to stop that mid-action. Saints still has got the numbers advantage, but Kirby just picks that guy off.
The bomb has been planted.
I've seen many times Saints just throw away a number advantage. Gonna play for that mid-map position. I like this attempt here for Kaino. Gets Helios away from the gunfight, all down to Kirby on a 1v2 situation. Can't afford to chow this. You have the information where that bomb is. Kirby's gonna stick it? Maybe not. He wants to go for that 1v1 kill, moving inside.
Wow.
He converts that clutch kill to give Saints that second round win.
Yeah, so unfortunate. One more bullet, and that could have been it.
Defend the objective.
That's 1v2 there for the side of Kirby, but fortunate enough for the side of Saints. They lowered down the lead to just 1 now. But look at the stack here from each side. Mid stack for the side of 1 to 6. A stack here for the side of Saints. And they're going to hit the retake here. All 5 players on towards the main side. It's going to be a bloodbath. First kill for the side of Kuda. 2 kills for the side of Saints. Making a triple now. 2 for 3. And a quick cleanup here for the side of Kel. 4 spree for him. Wow.
Made that look so easy. $1 million finish right there for Saints to tie up this rounds of play. We got 2 more to go. A 5-3 on the attack would be very lovely. See how this first blood will be. Engagements of finish right there for Saints to tie up this rounds of play. We got 2 more to go. A 5-3 on the attack would be very lovely. See how this first blood will be. Engagements over mid. Information already exchanged. You're gonna cross the A side real quick. Fatal again gonna be put to the test, and every time he gets sent out there, he just dies. Like a bubble, he pops right away. Saints gets the A side hit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are just camping in the middle right now. See how they go in for the retake here.
Look at Kel from the back as well, already offering a pinch. Brace down, finds the first. Helios out. He thought he was going to be right around the corner, but plays off the heady instead. Finally banks off the trade, but the damage has been done. Coming from the backside as well. Will get taken down by Kano. Now Banks all alone in 1v3 as the vet shuts him dips off now here on the lead.
I mean, I like that. You're stopping that mid-map assault if you're the defending team, but you can't let Daytels die multiple times in that A bar. Every time he slides into the DMs, it's just not smooth enough. Always 4 guys slamming his face. That's not friendly at all.
I don't know if that was Call of Duty Mobile, but definitely next round's gonna be opening up. That's gonna be able to pull the trigger. How do you miss that though? Oh my days, Helios. Mine's gone. Singular HP, fortunately able to regenerate. Datel's gonna be able to find a lot of players as well here on towards the B main. Sprays on by, can't find anything. And Kano in the process finds Kuda away. It's a clear side here for the side of Saints here on towards Bravo. It's gonna be a 3v5 now.
A beautiful hit. Now it's just all about defending the wave here off the very back. Number 4 in Kirby trying to make a play off of the cafeteria. Gonna get denied. Binks as well falls down in a 5-3 split for Saints. As they take the first half of this map, number 2. Kaino and Kel, again, the combination of these 2 squads, combining these 2 guys, combining for 23. And more importantly, Kaino, who struggled on that map, number 1. Pushing through and leading the pack. Giving Saints that 2-round lead as we enter the second half is crucial. Can't afford to slow down. Saints needs a round win. They need to enter this best of 5 with a win in this map right now.
Uh-oh. Big shot from side 1 to 6. It's gonna be both of the A players out already for the set of Saints. Forcing it down to a 3v4 here. They lose 1 player in the casualty. But the bomb's gonna get planted now. We clear sight here for the side of 1 to 6. Off this round. To be a win for them. Double stack towards the staircase. 1 player towards it A long. Crossfire's just well set it up here for the set of 1 to 6. It's going to take a lot for the set of Saints to be able to get the break. But if they find the first, Kano's going to be able to get done. But Kirby's able to find a double. Gon's able to get the trade. 1 versus 2 off with a Locust. 15 seconds left on the clock. Helios plays off the contact. Gon finds the first. Look at the second as well. You don't have to take the 5, but still, into no disregard. Still wins the 5 and retains the round for themselves. Drops the lead to 1 now here for set of 1 to 6.
A pretty risky attempt there, but a win is still a win.
Defend the objective.
Now Kaino, again, he needs to stay still and keep his performance up here. Gonna be the only guy pushing on that peaky side. Guttins are just about to mid him in this bomb site. First bloods not gonna be kicked in just yet. He's not gonna find anyone before he goes down. So Saints are gonna be on a retake where they're a man down.
Lead set swap for set 1 to 6, but no. Kirby with a double nade finds Grizz and Kel away. Now all of a sudden, a blink of an eye, it's only gonna be Saints here with 2 players remaining. Avaz been gone.
Last man
What
standing.
more can you do? And from the backside, Daytail off the flank. We'll be able to find a double. Gonna be enough as well for them to get this game tied up now here, 5 apiece.
Data is just so exquisite with the timing of the lurk plays that he's done.
Defend the
Earned them 2 round wins of flanking the opponent. They've tied it. You see Buddha with 10-7, Kel with 12-7 on the other side, Kaino with 12-6. So Saints are definitely up there, but you're just kind of falling behind from Grizz, who's currently 3-10 in this one. Especially as the N3, it sucks that he's gonna have to feel that way. The show must go on. Gotta play through it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is won the last 2 rounds, Warden. You need a showstopper here.
Oh, absolutely. We're just gonna be playing off the picks here with Crossbow. Haven't seen this in a long time. Hey, could offer a double man push here towards the bar stools alongside B main, and it should be a push out here for them. Avaz should be able to react to it, but Daytail shuts him down. Kuda's gonna be anchoring the bar stools down. It's the rest of the crew here for a set of 1 to 6. They're gonna get this bomb planted here on towards the B side.
The bomb has been planted.
Frag out.
Here we go.
Gon is gonna try to make this play now. Off of China. Kel's gonna be making that way on that cafeteria.
Last one. Complete the mission.
And again, the cutoff for Kuda just crucial. Kel, we see him do a 4-piece. Can he 1v3 with 70 seconds remaining? The flick onto Helios is nasty, but Kirby converts it and they take the lead.
Oof.
Defend the objective.
6 to 5. Hate to see here for this out of Saints. You started off and ended off the first half here with a double round lead. Now you're going to be on the trail here, approaching the second. Grizz able to find the first, though. Healy's going to be out. Grizz finds the double. Cal gets the third and the fourth. Kirby's now going to be all alone here in his 1v4.
I'm just waiting for 2-round wins for Saints. My day's already completely set. Kirby with a 10-kill game so far. Up against 4, can't do anything about it. Now with the game is tied up equal once again. And just kind of wanted Grizz to be a bit more
Defend the objectives.
able to contribute in the gunpowder. Got himself at least 2 kills in the last 2 rounds. Here they go. Moving through. That's a very aggressive defense on the A side here for Saints. Trying to search for information. They do get it eventually. Tries to throw a nade. Ooh, it takes out Banks.
Wow.
And now Saints has got the opportunity to do it.
A bit of a shaker for South Kuda. Should have gotten Grizz there. He's going to be flying wide once again. In the back screw here. A lot of hesitation here for the set of 1 to 6. Regardless of which side they want to push towards to get to deal with a player at least. Look at player 2K already. Frisky able to get a shot to connect. Backs away as well. Not offering a possibility for a trade. And the numbers are just getting depleted away from the hands of 1 to 6 with no regards whatsoever. Helios and Daytail now all alone in the 2v5, and the last 2 here will be compromised on towards this B main. The quick run here. The scoreline is going to be
6-7. I do like the interaction there between Aves and Grizz. I mean, the smoke towards that mid-map for Grizz to reposition into the mid-box, and then immediately going in to try to flank or take the challenge head-on towards that fountain area. Now Saints, with full confidence, moving through. Kel finds a double. Helios needs to try to take a trade here, and they clean up that B site. It's a 2v2 situation, still gonna be equal.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh god. Gonna hate to see this one here. Double stack here from the backside. Dilly's posted up inside the section with about 27. That's gonna swing on by. Walks through. Helios. Now gonna be a Vest here picking up the scopes as well. Goes back here with a bow. Tilden can't find the angle up against Helios, and he'll put them down. 7 for 7 now here. Game tied up once again.
Total clash that you just can't really blame these guys. I mean, nice decision to take the challenge head on to that B side, but look at Saints, man. Again, winning because Skel is having a day in the office with 20 kills to his name, but look at 1 to 6. They're pushing through the B side. Helios, 71 kills for him, only 9 here. But that kill up against Kel is just crucial to make sure that the push here is manageable, but all his teammates fall down, and Helios, the last guy remaining alive for team 1 to 6, just evaporated. These are at game point off of a Kel and Kaino masterclass.
Defend the objective.
I don't remember ordering a early overtime run here, but hey, I'm all in it for it. To go now. 5-man stack here on towards the long side. Grizz finds the first. Big's able to get the trade. Cal finds another spot in the process. And the numbers are just depleted away from the hands of 1 to 6. Helios, it's a final lifeline for them here on a search and destroy. Postal. Oh my god. This should be it here for the Shadow Saints. Should be a quick respondment for them. I mean, a nice respondment rather. As it goes down. At this point. Could be the last year, not unless Helios can pull something out away from his sleeves. And a 1v3 with a minute and 14 seconds left on the clock here, Callie.
Got that set up on that A cubby. How are you supposed to defend that, right? A side is completely not the way where you want that bomb to be directed over. Now this B side is totally yours. Time to plan it. Time to see what you got on a 1v3. Drop a 71 bomber that has Shen a hard point. Now you're about to be tested. Team 1 to 6 needs a round. Try to force overtime. And up ahead. 3 guys on a trade set. Kel is gonna be the first one in line, but the baited switch works, and there are a couple of love tap there for Avis. They're gonna roam around. Try to look for the bomb. Where could it be? Oh, there it is. Let me get that. Saints are gonna be claiming map number 2 off of a Kel's and Kaino masterclass. 39 kills combined between those duos, and wow, we got ourselves a series. Both games be clashing towards this matchup pretty close. And yeah, that's going to be it, Warden. Saints are going to be able to tie it up.
Hey, we'd like a series here that will go down to the wire and reach a long distance. And, well, granted, we are definitely at least expecting at least a map number 4 now, per se. But hey, let's draw things back here for this coastal search and destroy. I mean, on the first half, it was Saints really, putting themselves here on top of the podium. Was able to get the double round lead here. Off the stat line, it was 3 to 5. Move over towards the second half there. The first few initial rounds, 1 to 6 was having a life for it, but unfortunately it started to crumble as well at the late game.
It's definitely essential for Kaino to be able to provide something like this. Again, it was the guy that struggled heavily on that Hashenda hard point, could not pull his weight. 29 kills with 50 plus deaths, I believe, for him. And totally got cooked up by your boys from team 1 to 6, especially with Helios going 71 and 33 off of that map number 1. So it's great signs that, he's not mentally chalked up right now. And he's got what it takes to turn it around. And on this map, he scored himself enough kills just to be one of the higher fragging players in this map number 2.
Oh yeah, truly. I mean, still, one thing I like about the series is that there has been some standouts that we weren't really expecting to shine, especially for a set of Kel as well. I mean, dropping 21 kills is absolutely immaculate here for the set of Saints, and that really brought them up pretty convincingly well as well here for the Search and Destroy Postal. But now, we move over to Control Cali. What are we looking at?
It's going to be quite rough here. Again, the respawns look like Helios was going to torch this guys up, but he definitely had the slowdown moment there on this map number 2. So it's just going to be, you know, staying ready in this matchup right now. Warden for them, Kaino cannot afford to lose out any more gunfights because he got totally torched up by your guys from Team 1 to 6. So yeah, he's going to be the focal point here. I know the other 4 guys are gonna be able to provide the essential engagements, but he's gonna have to win more fights than what he had on that map number 1.
Here we go. Game 3's gonna be opening up here. A game mode where everybody here ought to step it up. To start things off here on the first round, it's gonna be 1 to 6 here on the defense. Offense, we go here for the set of Saints.
All right, opening break. Looks like we got ourselves some tractor fights. Thanks. Gonna be able to find one there. I'm surprised nobody's moving around the gas station here, but that's going to be the focal point of this map. You take away the gas control, you're going to win more fights as you can have in this map. First 5 kills is going to be quite equal, as you can see around the map. Nobody really able to develop anything at the moment. But look at this. 3 guys from Team 1 to 6 able to access the back alley. Nobody there for Saint to watch it. And a potential spawn drive is already in the board.
Let's go here, 21 to 19. Here, Saints going to be trailing behind with regards to the life count, but they haven't been able to put up the pressure here on towards the B control point. Nice influence for them. Got to deal with a double stack here from the front and one from the back as Adves deals with him here. Clear out. Should be the second tick of progress as well here for the side of Saints now here towards the B control point.
Okay, bossing the clock is how you try to play it. That extra minute gives you ample time to move around the map and contest that A side, but yeah, Saints definitely doing a lot better here off of, you know, a couple of kills from Gone, as well as Aves. They do leave out that back alley open again for Team 1 to 6 to utilize, and you can't afford to just kind of give that one away over time in this 3 rounds, the first 3 round action in this control map. 8v14, the minute and 43. Life is looking pretty good right now for Saints.
Yeah, and just a lot more better individually as well. To be captured over the lives, it's the players of 1 to 6 here, reaped away from the respawns. Kirby has been trying to carry pack here at his back, alongside Daytail as well. Same goes for Binks, but Kuda is not really feeling it as of this moment. They put themselves once again inside of the control point to provide the lifeline, but unfortunately they get overwhelmed by the numbers. Kuda will get taken down off the Delhi side. Binks here playing off the heady, off towards the tank side as well. They play off the time. They get a complete capture off this round here. Saints, they win by the objective.
I don't know what happened with Kel after getting, you know, lit up by Helios for 71 to that map number 1. He just started to play amazing. 21 kills on that map 2, and here is building up to another score streak here. 7 kills on that round number 1 with 2 score streak able to build up for him. Sky's the limit for this squad. If this guy is playing great, I don't care about Kaino no more, but if he is consistent with the way he's been playing, Saints might be able to take this 3rd map with the way that the pacing has looked so far.
Right, sense of attention here for the set of Kirby, pushing himself out here onto the supermarket. Daytail as well. They look to try to rack up the capture now here on towards this Bravo point. Dawn has Sniper and Tempest to work with as well here from the front side. Is going to be good for 1. The trade's going to be there for the set of Kirby. The capture still persists to happen towards Bravo here for the set of 1 to 6.
Kaino, again, looking good on the defense here. They are accessing the deli as well as the back alley. But B side going to be in the hands of Team 1 to 6. It's all about this exit kills. How do you want to try to translate this? Do you want to go and overextend, take away the top market and just go in for a spawn trap, or do you just want to go and play the objective? Things are not going to be looking good for Team 1 to 6 here, however, as Saints are bringing in 2 operators. Gone with the Tempest, Grizz operating with the Equalizer, and whoo! Yeah, that thing is looking like a cheese grater right now with the way things have been looking. Spawn activated here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, their life just dwindled down right away with Khan, able to build up to a Predator missile once again. It's been Saints with the objective. converting it into positions where they could get this two round wins in this first 2 rounds of action.
Oh, but still able to fight here for a set of 1-6. Now, got to keep in mind as well, they got a War Machine to play for here. Helios, Blinks, alongside Kirby as well. They find themselves on the feed. 10 for 7 now. EMP system will be used as well here by the side of 1-6. It's going to be coming from the side of Kirby. But till then, the gunfights. Still, Saints not making it easy at all. Big 1v1 fight, double hit marker. Can't get the chase down here up against Kirby. Both players absolute. The biggest 5v5 here. And put the stale. 50 seconds left on the clock.
And not the cleanest way to end this round up at the moment for Saints. They had the life advantage, but things have not looked good here. Kaino able to make the play to take down Daytel. Equal 33, Kuda. Here's the information, spot down Athens, and oh, would you take a look at that? 2 go down in an instant. All down to Kaino. Try to clutch this 1v3. He's got a death machine to pop. Watch Blinks, but not enough to convert that kill, and we got ourselves a tie game. And that round, that just sucks for Saints right now, Warden. I mean, they had the chance to pull off a spawn trap and go up 2-0, but just could not capitalize on it. They give away for Team 1-6 to win that round. Guess what? That team is right back at the defense with more operators than ever.
4-man stack here onwards back alley side. And Cal's going to be good for a double. Pace going to be there for a set of bangs, making a double for himself as well. Kuda finds a third off this wave. 3 for 3 off the gunfights. But Kano looking to try to get more definition here for the side of Saints as well here in regards to the gunfights. They pushed him back even more. Capture persists to happen on towards Alpha and Bravo. Gunfights being won over for the side of Kuda. Will stop the push out there to happen towards Bravo. 1-6, you want to go for the spawn trap.
Well, going for the spawn trap is how you want to play it all this time. Not only do you have the tractor control, you have the back alley as well. Saints are going to be in a spot where they are spawn trapped. Operation Protocol survived the nightmare. Spawning on neutral right now, and Kuda's got the main head glitch to just try to take them down one at a time. They are not going to be surviving this without Kel getting taken down, so Kel will be able to find a shot down here. Helios from the top. He makes a drop, just easy shots for it, but look at the lives count, Warden. Saints down to 9 lives already here in this round number 3.
Yeah, it's just so unfortunate. And it just needed to change over from what happened on the previous round onto the third. Last 2 lives remaining now, Vance and Kaino. What more can you find? Guess 1 tagged up, and they all fall simultaneously. 1-6 now here on match point. 1 round for them, and they're going to be on serious point as well here.
We got a lot of score streaks to work around with as well. Binks has got a Predator missile, 2 Hunter Killer drones to pop off this round number 4 as we have it. Now, Saints, interestingly, has 3 operators that they can pull off of this mid-map assault. There you go. It's going to be all 4-man, 5-man perhaps for Team 1-6 on that mid-map, and there's an easy read. Now you just go and spawn trap. Saints, again, got to convert on this operator. It's just been terrible luck coming out of them. And they do decide to bring it out.
22-24 now. A minute to play for here. Flash is going to be out here for a set of Riz as well. He sends himself out here on towards the back alley side, but he's only going to be good for 1. Helios off the trade. 1 player worry about here on the hop-up side, and Gon finds him out. 17-20. Might just be a fight here for the side of Saints once again. Oh, 14-15 now. Tempest gonna be out here for the set of Kuda. 3 operators here still available as well for the set of 1-6. They are definitely on striking distance now here to close out the deal. Helios out. War Machine coming through to capture persist as well here towards Bravo. Gonna worry about a player from the top and the bottom side as well. And Saints, he dropped his control point here, leaving Cal to go for the final contestation. Alongside player for Kano as well from the front side. The Sparrow's gonna be out, long gone and dusted. That machine coming through here from the backside as well. But they got wiped away by the side of Helios.
Helios 20 kill game for him. Life count is 6-7. Saints will be able to tie it down. Gon takes down Kirby. Now again, It's basically search and destroy. Gotta take care of your lives here. Saints in a very nice spot to be in, doesn't have to contest, but they're all kind of around the map. They can't afford to lose out on lives like this. Binks has got the death machine in his hands. One great swing and it might all be over. Binks decides to take a lovely look at his mid-map. Still does not spot Kel. And Kel's gonna be able to spray down, but it turned down by Biggs. That earns him a Hunter and a potential Predator missile if he lands any kill here. Number 5 in blue and Daytel in the back alley. He's gonna get hunted. Needs to stay alive here for team 1-6 to close this round out. Can they do it? Daytel, 21 to his name, falls down. With only 40 seconds remaining, team 1-6 has got only 2 guys to work this A site. No operators available for them to play around with. And Saints has got the numbers to push through around the mid-map to finally take this. Now Helios in a very off-angle spot. Avis is gonna fall. Gun is gonna lose the gun. Wow! And Helios with the 3-piece to close out this map number 3. An off-angle from Helios to win it all. And now they go up 2-1 in this best of 5 series. You just cannot lose that one out. Not like that, Warden. Not like that.
Definitely not like that. They lined up for him. They gave him that opportunity and he grabbed it perfectly. You saw his life as well was slowly getting depleted apart. Fortunate enough, the bell on his hands came out huge. 2 for 1. It's absolutely tragic here for the San Jose Saints. That should have been around number 5.
That could have been. That's a big what if for them. That might have messed their mental a little bit. It's a 1v3. They were just kind of blankly spraying through that mid-map as you saw when they were entering. Grizz was just spamming, thinking that it might just be all over with. Then the last thing that they knew, that guy was on the broken L and boom, 1v3 right in front of you. And it sucks because Gon was able to buy time, was able to stay alive up until that last player alive was able to turn around and go in for the 1v1, but that guy's got eyes in his game. I mean, look at this. Helios 1v1 up against Grizz. Oh, man. That's gotta hurt the mental in all aspects. Saints had what it takes to force a round number 5 on that control, but that is gonna be flicked around with by Helios. Thanos snapped, and boom. 2-1 in the best of 5.
Well, one thing I learned so far here coming from the last 3 games was that specifically for hardpoint and control, you can definitely rely on Helios in regards to putting up the impact. Drop a 7-1 kill game onto the hardpoint run, put up a 1v3 clutch to close out the deal here on his control standoff. Helios, man, definitely the man to talk about here in regards to just response.
It's just rough. Really, really rough. Right? That's what's happening for them. But if you're just tuning in at the EU Summer Major, it's gonna be, it's gonna be our guys from the Group D that's actually participating right now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 taking the 2-1 in this best of 5. But off stream, we had exclusive actually win up against Infinity in the winners decider, and they'll be the first place in Group A. And in Group B, Animus was able to take down Troglodyte Tribe, and we'll take the first place on the B stream or on the Group B, and obviously on our Group C, still waiting between Wanted and Valor. So yeah, that is going to be all our matches that are going to be one of the things we look out forward to in the winners decider, Warden, and that's all we live for here. But wow, what a game so far in this map number 3 that we had. It's always been close games between these 2 teams. Now we move on and we get to decide it here in this coming map up ahead. Combine is where we're exactly headed into. A map that has its fair share of moments in the codm scene in terms of clutch factors, clutch games, 240 to 250 finishes. It has what it takes to become something great. And for these 2 squads, they've already played close games on the first 3 maps. I wanted more. I want more. I want a map number 5 at this point after seeing what happened in that game.
Oh yeah, definitely. But hey, it does persist to happen. What needs to come through here for the San Jose Saints to beat down 1-6 here inside of this run. To move over now, I mean, for the San Jose Saints, all eyes on Grizz definitely was rocking the shotgun there on the search and destroy. Definitely has to step it up a huge here if he does run this one as well here on this map of Combine. On the contrary here, we're not looking to see any runs off the pumps for the San 1-6. If she starts off the break off, it's going to be Well, one player leaving for the side of 1-6, so we're gonna have a recall of a reroom here before we start things off this this map work.
Yeah, don't. There's no need to worry. We'll be right back on that Combine map. Once again, you're back here at the test, and if you have not been able to keep up with Call of Duty Mobile Esports, we are currently in the points major section in the 2026 esports, right? And again, if you do want to take action, make sure that you visit playmobile.gg in order for you to stay updated to the tournaments that we have in store for this season. Now, Warden, I want to get your thoughts as we head into this map number 4. I know that we saw Helios light up 71 kills in a 1v3 clutch to end off that standoff control. Now, do you think Saints has got what it takes to actually line up and force map number 5 here?
I think it's just all going to come down to your first statement here. Shutting down Helios might just be the key factor here to really put down the squad of 1-6. The amount of space that Helios is able to create for his squad, all because of his mechanical powers, is just crazy. So, hey, that's the story of the game here. It's looking like we are going to be loading back in track here for this game number 4 of Combine. Cali, it's the final lifeline here for the side of Saints. They got to claim this one down and force a game 5 if they want to remain on the top side of the bracket here for their respective group. As we start things off now here for P1, it's going to be Saints here starting things off here on the pretty favorable side, but the gunfight lies upon the players of 1-6.
Again, the two teams that we are seeing that we're watching right now, the only difference is how well you invest your operator. Now, Saints has got the tendency to just save their operator, do a 5-man push with 5 operators, and it just comes up no value. Now, gotta adapt to it, right? As soon as your operator is ready to use, just use it. Try to trim off of lanes or just use it to hold. Now, looking at it, the first 30 seconds of this and how it's playing out, now Binks is just getting a field day, cutting off corners, getting a lot of these skills. Saints are gonna spawn back out. And yeah, 18 seconds remaining on this route, and you already got team 1-6 on the left side of the minimap. That is where the next hill is going to be exactly headed into. And yeah, chaining that P1 to P2, essential. Well, let's see if they'll be able to hold off and win the first wave here.
Yeah, just trying back to what you said as well in regards to operators, man. I mean, great teams with great operators, since you use it as well, just try to create the space and find a better leeway instead of the hard point, okay? Tracker inside this game. Going to be 29-10 now here as the first initial opener here off this P2. It's going to be the players of 1-6 here, finding themselves here, reinforcing the hill over and over again. 2 players on the side doors, pays out the trade. Scon's going to be good for 5 though, as he breaks over, and the spawn's going to get split apart. Saints finally able to get a pretty early break here on his P2.
Things are not quite looking good for Saints off of the early rip, but here they find the break. They get the spawn in their hands. Everything's good to go. They're stacking around the point. That's pretty much how you want to play this Combine P2. It's going to be rough to try to swing this one at a time if your team 1-6. So a full team push is what's going to truly end it all. But again, the numbers exactly insane there for Saints, and they're going to be looking to get the back 30 seconds of this P2. And right before we know it, they're right back in this game.
Yeah, massive hill time here for Son of Saints. Enough as well for them to be able to take the lead away. Retain this one through. The rest of the crew, though, from side 1-6. It's going to be player 1, Kuda, alongside player 4, Kirby here, looking to get the early rotation here. They fight for the backside of the spawns, but unfortunately, doesn't really come in favor to their way. They get split apart. Equalizer out here for player 5, Daytel. Good for 2 here. Kuda's going to go for extension as well with a Tempest. Going to be the players of 1-6 here, playing the hillside from the front side. And they do find himself here, rightfully inside of the hard point.
Ooh, crucial shots here for team 1-6 as they hold on to the right side of the minimap. I mean, shots fired here for Saints as they try to make the break here. Kirby's gonna fall down. Avis with the crucial kill to find those 2 eliminations to break inside of the point. Helios, again, you're looking at him to be the marquee player to light this game up, but has been extremely shut down here by Gon, doing essential work along with Grizz, who finally is getting himself the rhythm that requiring Saints to force that round number 5. Still too early to say as we look into this game, but again, looking at how this one is fundamentally, Saints are playing that P2 and P3s like how you're supposed to do it, right? Just stack that point and just utilize your numbers to play for trades, and they do that exactly and got them so that lead. Let's move on to P4.
Yeah, definitive hardpoint run here from the Son of Saints. Now P4 is going to be opening up. Big fights here from the front and the back as well. And the players of Saints are able to sustain. One last player to worry about off this wave, and Kuda does get wiped off. And 1-6 doesn't really have any options rather than stack here from this P2 side, but they quickly get ran off by the players of Saints.
Definitely does. 50-96 on this scoreline. St. Kel, ooh, let's see what you got here. That's a two-piece. You'll take that any day, and you're just growing that lead even further. Looking at how the players have been doing for Saints, total night and day performance for Kaino. Honestly, after the Nashenda performance, I mean, he's totally earned himself back up. They're just trying to anchor it up, I guess. Right now, this 11 kills is just doing more impact than what it did in the Nashenda map.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate here for the side of 1-6, but hey, prominently kind of feel the motivation here for the side of Saints. They don't want to back down, man. Talking about pretty much the points double down here for the side of Saints, 117-60 to go back to P1. Recess comes to shove. Grizz looking to radically make a play here with the equalizer, but unfortunately does get put down. The hard point comes to an opener here for the side of Saints. They push back the place of 1-6. Spawn's still going to be favored here for the side of 1-6, with Saints not doing too bad, finding himself here inside of the hard point.
Not looking good for Team 1-6. His operator values are just so much better for Saints in these hills that we've got. And we've not even talked about Gon just popping off at the moment. He's got 23 to his name.
Looking to get some more now. 65-127. Saints doing such a good job, man, cycling the players and who plays the hill time. They'll look to go for the extension as well to try to flip out the spawns. It does work here for Kuda. He does spawn out now, and the rest of the crew here for the side of Saints looking like they want to wash away the players of 1-6, but it's just a bit tough, but they're winning the gunfights regardless.
They're in dangerous territory for Team 1-6. It just gave Saints an opportunity to play inside of that point. They love to stack that hill. And Kaino with the 3-piece. That could potentially flip the spot if he gets more kills, but Team 1-6, they're going to be saved by their operators. That War Machine should be enough to hold the first wave. You take those guys down, now you work your way in this game. One bit at a time, chip by chip, is how you're going to try to win this up against Saints, who's got a current massive lead in this current P2 hill.
Let's go here, 7-4 to 1-6 now. Some 40 remaining. Saints still not backing down. Not making it easy at all, but the spawns granted here for a set of 1-6. They're not going to have too much trouble reinforcing the hill time, but they just can't find the means to get a full-on break to rack up some time for themselves. Sparrow's going to be out here for the set of Kel as well. And God's gracious, this might just be the demise here for the set of 1-6, but no, he walks into a nade. Does get taken down, trades after trades. No point granted here for either end here for the scrap time.
Yeah, but it's just been scrappy. The smoke just eventually helping Saints get the scrap time, while also settling down for new. Number 2 in yellow in Kel is anchoring down that next hill rotation. Team 1-6. This is not going to be a spot where you can't just stop putting gas to the pedal, right? I mean, foot to the pedal. It's going to be quite rough for them at the moment as they look to try to push this, as Saint has got the better position around the map. They got a couple of operators to play around with too. Kel is going to be on the laboratory, trying to get this extension, put more guys down to the ground. Avis finally brings down the War Machine, and that's exactly how you're going to stop this wave away from Team 1-6 in this first 30 seconds.
Just perfect usage of smokes here from the side of Saints. They put the War Machine as well directly inside of the hill. And the timing's just immaculate here. What comes next is going to be the Tempest here for the side of Gone, running out this mid-map. Good on a 3 spree, on a 4 spree, making a 5th spree for the side of Gone. Wow!
It's just amazing performance, total night and day coming out of them. Saints, they've looked quite different after losing out on that control. You would think that they'd be the one mentally chalked out, but Team 1-6 has just been the ones looking in shock with whatever's happening in this combine map. Saints definitely going to be late on this rotation onto P4. They got a huge chunk of lead, just try to make sure that they get there in time. Avis coming through from green, is going to fall down. Now they're going to try to hit this in 2 fronts right through mid is where they go. Gun is going to be in the corner to fall down, and Team 1-6 is able to stabilize here for a little bit. Gonna claim time. No 100-point club coming in at the moment. Question is, can they come back on this huge deficit that Saint is able to build up from now?
Oh, it'll be tough. Gonna take at least 3 perfect hard points for them to put themselves here on the 250-point mark. And it all can start here on his P4, but they just can't find the means to win the bulk of the trades. Barrett's going to be out here for a set of Cal as well to fight for the remaining 20 seconds now here on this hill time. That's going to be sufficient enough as well for them to push back the players even more. Kills after kills, shots after shots. A momentary contention here will be given for the set of 1 to 6, but then it's not going to be enough. Only to be good for the last 10 seconds here, but it could be a start here for a set of 1 to 6.
See how they do. The hill pressure definitely needs some improvement as we move on to the next hill. D1 is where exactly is at. Smoke has been the nightmare, like the detriment here for Saints to put so much hill pressure and just stop Team 1 to 6 to play around the map. Avis and the crew, again, the endless cycle on the catwalk as well has allowed them to get an extra bit of advantage, and now they're claiming time. Saints, the last time that they played Team 1 to 6, they got swept 3-0. They had no answer, they could not fight back, but Grizz and the crew have been working their ass off just to make sure that they get the fighting chance to force a map number 5 in this combat map where you would think they'd be the ones down in the mental department. They come right back at you with a massive lead entering this combine map off of a performance coming out of Gon, who's got 41 kills in Grizz with 45 elimination. We're moving on to the next hill in just 20 seconds, and Team 1 to 6 cannot afford to lose any more time, or else it might just be the end of this map.
Well, hey there. Game's never over, not until the fat lady starts to sing. He's just going to be opening up here with Grizz rightfully posted up here with an equalizer. Finds himself the third spray, but the fort shuts him down. Kirby inside of the hill will get washed off. First initial opener here off this P2 once again is going to be the players for Saints here on the front foot.
It's time to go. Time to hit this hill. Avis, only good for 1 kill with that operator. Team 1 to 6, they got the claw to play around with to make sure that the push in this P2 is going to be holding down from Saints. Gone with the 2-piece, lights it up, make that 3, spraying it down. It's gonna fall. Team's gonna be fighting off of Scrappy, but one thing more than likely, Team 1 to 6, they got one guy just gonna be spawning out at this moment, and that will affect everybody. Saints are gonna be right very close to each other, and now we're gonna be trying to slam this hill all this time. They're gonna be winning the gunfight and only needing 15 more points to end this all. 22 seconds remaining here. It still could be doable for Saints to finish this map in this P2, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they tells find 6 kills in total. This squad is not yet done. They will go down swinging. They move on to the next hill.
Be advised, hostile hunter.
174, 241. Late rotation here for the set of Saints on this P3. And if you are 1 to 6, gotta play another perfect hard point here if you want to stay alive inside of this game. The comeback could start now.
Hostile hunter killer.
You could have your operators pop in just in time, but else brings that spiral down. This might just decide everything. The fate of Team 1 to 6 to closing this series off is gonna be in trouble. Saints are just a few points away to forcing a map number 5. Grizz with 50, Gone with 48, and no matter how much kills you can get, Team 1 to 6, that P2 to P3 hardpoint rotation, exquisite for Saints. And if you play the OBJ, you're gonna end up with that win, and that's how it is. Saints total hill pressure was just the deal breaker. Team 1 to 6 cannot get it done. Not with the amount of players that they have to challenge inside of that point, Warden.
It was a really nice game there for the set of Saints, but well prolonged as well for the set of 1 to 6. Give them a bit of time for them to start racking up the eliminations needed for you to be able to sustain the hard point, but filled in unfortunately at the end of that P3. Barrow just came out huge from the side of Saints. It was enough for them to get the final finisher, claim out the remaining points for them to close out the deal and get the 250-point mark to their side. Forcing a game number 5, I mean, whew, just something that, well, we were kind of expecting, but not as early as this, but how much more. It's just really nice recovery here for the side of Saints.
Something tells me that Grizz has this calendar circled up, right? He's ready for this fight up against Team 1 to 6. Remember, Grizz was formerly teammates with Daytels and all of these guys from Team 1 to 6 back in the split 1, right? It's them, old Team 117, and he had to split apart from those guys and having to stick with Saints, who's got multiple roster changes. But here, it kind of looks like it's the perfect amount of guys that you're going to want to play around with. Beautiful play in terms of the hard point. Man, you look at Grizz with that shotgun, 50 kills to his name in 1 minute and 51 seconds on the clock along there with Gone. That has been the difference maker here for Saints. the amount of pressure on that P2 and P3 is something that Team 1 to 6 cannot handle, Warden.
I mean, you asked for him to step it up, and he came out huge. I mean, he was kind of missing on the control run alongside Search and Destroy, even though that SND did end off with a win for them. It was his teammates that was really able to bag in the spotlight, but here on Hardpoint, I mean, he is the man with a shotgun, and he should be the man to make the plays. So, Game 4, then done, we're reaching the long distance here. We're going to be ending things off with the series here with a Game 5 Meltdown Search and Destroy.
And we've seen Meltdown be played like Coastal, where it's just all 5-man pushing B or the A side. And when you do run out of strats, this is really how it is to try to win a game, man. First bloods here through the boiler is going to be kind of a crucial spot to be in, whether you be a sniper or a shotgun. If you can take that guy down at the boiler side, is here for you to dominate in this map. But yeah, there's a lot of factors that you're gonna have to consider here. Post plant setups, retakes, especially as the defender. If you don't got the retakes to back you up, it's kind of hard to win defense on this map, knowing how well the attackers can set up on those cheeky angles located at the reactor or at the generators for them.
Definitely. Well, that being said, soon enough, we're going to be loading in as we go, baby.
And the objective.
If you guys are tuning in, welcome everyone to the EU Summer Split Points Major. Here's number 2 here for today's broadcast. It's Game 5. Here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up against Saints now here on this Meltdown Search and Destroy as we go. It's going to be an A-slam here, led by the players of Saints, and they win the bulk of the kills.
See how this one goes.
Enemy hit.
Ooh, yeah, popcorn. Glad that you have to eat that caramel. Ooh, what the heck is happening? Whoa! Ilios, Biggs gets the triple, and Saints off the get-go. Didn't even have to plant that bomb. It's just straight out look out fast on that round, where Biggs scores 4 kills. Hello.
Objectives.
Where have you been?
Who? Now? Oh. Biggs on the quad. Go. And Crown's gonna be opening up. Still the same approach here. If it's not broken, don't fix it. But it could be Saints here looking to break this one down. 1 to 6. Has to go. Looking to take up the charge here. 2 for 2. 2 for 1. Now Kirby's gonna be alone here for the set of 1 to 6. They claimed off the first round. And they get the second as well.
Mind you, Saints is the one on the defending side. They're on the left side of the map. Waiting for that bomb to be picked up. I mean, Kirby has had his fair share of clutches in this game. Just gonna walk through it. I don't think he'll be able to spot one. Gunna's gonna have the picker's advantage, and there you go. How do you miss that? You give Kirby a chance to try to clutch this game. The slide on Chow. Oh my God!
Get ready for the next round.
That gave me a little bit of a doubt there for Saints to close out that round. But hey, can't be mistaken. Kirby's kind of LeBron on those 1v2 clutches.
We're gonna be heading straight now. Once again, 1 to 6, another A-slam, baby. Let's match it up. This time it's only gonna be Avis all alone. He hears the nades. Utils is flying by instead of this side. 1 to 6, Helios narrowly dodges the nade. Stays alive. It's gonna be a 5v5 retake now.
Planted.
Kind of a Bobby nade there for one of the guys from Team 1 to 6, but here comes the retake again. Coming through from the back. Oh Lord, have mercy. It is gonna be quite rough for Saints. They all fall down. A beautiful strategic push on all 2 lanes.
Oof.
They're gonna get the defusal.
Talk about a quick track on towards the A side. Talk about a quicker retake here for the side of Saints. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are aware as well that there is an infographic error here on the top side. It should be Saints on the left side, 1 to 6 on the right, but you get to see the diffusal now here. Saints gonna be on the lead.
Next round.
I mean, Saints looks coordinated, and if you're winning this amount of defensive sides at this
Defend the objectives.
early set of the first half, that's kind of quite alarming for Team 1 to 6. You could tell Saints came in prepared. They want that revenge after getting swept in June 21st. 1 to 6, another A-slam attempt. Now spicing things up by setting one guy play back
Bomb is
boilers. They're on the hunt, but Kel hunts Kirby. Now it's gonna be another first blood in favor for Saints. Now they're pushing through. Grizz, number 5 in blue, has been the entry fragger. Gonna be sent down to play the flank. Kel on the front lines, along with Gon. The timing is insane for Grizz to take down Biggs, and now Kel pushes through to find the double. And Saints are just too cold with it when it comes to retaking the A side.
Mistiming and mishaps.
Next round.
What kind of resolution can you try to put up here for a set of 1 to 6? I mean, clearly getting instead of the side is not a problem for them, but the retakes getting pitched all will replace here for the side of 1 to 6. Well, round number 5 is going to be opening up. Now we go. We see more of a stack here from the side of Saints. Well, they don't have to. Retakes has been immaculate. But it's a different approach here, a different direction for a set of 1 to 6. This time around, it's going to be a B-slam here for them. Gon finds the first. Grizz gets the second. Kuda's able to get another as well. It's a back and forth here. The barrage comes through. And the numbers lines upon the players of Saints once again, and they clean it up. Just like that, Saints on a triple round lead.
It seems like wherever Team 1 to 6 goes, Saints just that's the answer for it. And the entry fragger role definitely is the biggest difference here. Grizz with 7 kills. Remember, you kind of see him earlier in the search and destroy. Coastal 3 and 10. Here, he's got 7 kills in 5 rounds of play. That's going to continue to grow. As much as I'd like to say Team 1 to 6 is the favored team to win it all, the way things have looked from that combine map to up to now, where Saints starts on the defense. Once we switch sides, it's gonna look even worse for Team 1 to 6. They gotta have to stop the bleeding. Can't afford to let Saints get any more of this moment. Slowly dwindles down in this round. 2 guys fall. After playing it slow, now you're getting ambush on the boiler control. Daytail's gonna get traded out. And Team 1 to 6, they'll do it.
It's all up to you.
2v3, Warden.
Finish the mission.
Kuda's now going to be all alone. Bombs dropped as well. Got 55 seconds left on the clock here. What do you do, Kuda? The players with Saints here, they're just playing right around, and so I mean, they've tried to slow it down. Doesn't really work. Second as well. I mean, they were only good for the first round. But when the readjustments came along here from the side of Saints, 1 to 6, left with no answers. They pick up the bomb now.
Spotted.
It definitely heads right towards the B side, but regardless, means to the eye that he still has to deal with 3 players. And look at the rotations. Comes to shove now here on the mid map. Brace down, gets the first, gonna get the second, and Grizz! Good for the turn and the burn. Saints retaining the lead even more. Wow.
Not today.
Defend the objective.
Not today that Grizz have to be kicked to the curb.
Smoke out!
Grizz had to carry the weight after being dropped by Team 1 to 6 on the split one. Had to play for Team Saints. They had to play Team 1 to 6 and had been beat down a brutal 3-0 sweep. This team back against the wall here in this series. They find their way back. Currently a brutal 5-1 score so far. Retake looking pretty strong. Could have with their response. They finally get the plant here in this meltdown map. Can still find their way to crawl back into this. All down to Gon to work into this round number 7 with a sniper in his hands. It takes quite a miracle. But it all starts with that first kill. That guy down is Kirby. You got 3 more to go. Shot down, you got no more time to work around with. You gotta have to go. Push your way into the generator. Find yourself the second. Picks on the wrong angle and Kuda will be able to punish. Finally, we get to see another round win for Team 1 to 6 on the attack.
Yeah, nice second to the last here for a set of 1 to 6. Bit of recovery now. You need the breather sometimes, especially in a game like Search and Destroy. Now, last round here before the switch of sides. Looking to be a mid slam here once again for the set of 1 to 6. Smokes drop here from the other side. It's going to be Saints here fighting a leeway to put themselves directly on towards the alpha side. In the process, Gon finds the first. Cal gets that detonation as well off the vehicle. to find the first 2 frags on their side. Helios trying to drop the numbers as well simultaneously. It's now going to be a 4-3.
We got the bomb.
I like to say this is a great grudge match again. Saints have never looked so good. When his performance is up there, it's really hard to stop, but team 1-6 try to work their way back into the B side. Dato's gonna find Gone. Kaino. Here's it. Sound info heard. Kirby's gonna fall. Version already done. Now you don't know where these other guys are at. Datel's another key elimination to take down Kaino. Have the 2 best guys to ice it up for you if you're Saints. You got Grizz. Feel confident around this. 9 kills to your name. Ever growing. No sound info whatsoever for both squads. Maybe he has been spotted. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Okay, never mind. There. Datos with a couple of kills. All down to Grizz to clutch it. Against his former teammates once again. In a map number 5, he goes in for the flank. Maybe thinks that it's on the B side where these guys are going to be heading into. But in fact, it's quite the opposite. Gonna have to make a sprint. Takes the ball down. Rushes through. Announces his position. And Grizz gonna get sprayed down by team 1-6. 5-3 on our first half here.
Well,
Saints has got
first
that
half
lead.
said and done. Like how it went down on the Coastal. This comes down to a 5-3 here on the first half.
Bomb acquired.
Now it's going to be Saints' turn here to play on the offense. What can they provide? Well, on the contrary, 1-6 here going to be posted up with 2 players on the A side, 2 players on the B side, 1 on A, 1 on mid. Going to be a very classic 2-1-2 here with Binks here pushed all the way back here towards the spawn side.
Stark difference on the opener. This time it's a pretty slow pick coming through for Saints. Double boiler setup. Gone and Grizz on it. Teams just respecting each other way too much, but one has to make a move. Don't have much time on the attack. Clearly you want to see Grizz be that opener. Fragger for you. But for team 1-6 again. Binks has looked pretty good. Datel on those routes has made it possible to keep team 1-6 in striking distance in the search and destroy. It will take more than that to climb your way back into this. Knowing Saints is on the attack side now, all it will have to be decided is when they start to push through. Off-angle positions, being held here by Helios. Time to light things up, announces himself, finds one. Switches to a pistol, and he's good to go for the third as well to take down Kano. And would you take a look at that sudden outburst?
Ready up.
Team 1-6 laid that one nice and steady. Helios with a 3-piece. And now this game,
Defend the objectives.
1-round deficit, Warden.
Yeah, the biggest problem that they had there on the search and destroy was that they played that one pretty proactively. Sometimes you just gotta sit still, react instead. Play off the trades. Dane's gonna look to try to run this one down here on towards the alpha side. Kirby's able to get the first, but Grizz finds the trade as well alongside Kel. Looking to be a free side now here for the side of Saints. Should be able to get this bomb planted here regardless.
No nade utilities getting connected here for team 1-6. But they're working on that retake. Bomb just about to be planted here. And Binks is gonna cut off Grizz. Another performance from him, but gone. Not be gone too soon. Announcing himself right back up. Helios on a 1v3 situation. He's already done it before. Can he do it again? Stay with the timing here. To work his way around. He has been beaming all throughout this series, but up against 2 players, it's gonna be quite rough. Unless you line them up nice and steady. Pushes through. Decides to defuse that bomb. Now spots those guys up, kind of falls, but Kel finally puts an end to the run being created here by team 1-6. And they're gonna go, and they are gonna earn their 6th round here.
Defend the objective.
Kirby definitely going to step it up here for a set of 1-6. One of the more prominent players here leading up to the series. Got to find means to find an impact. Now we go here. Round number 10. 11 rather is going to be opening up. It's a 5-stack here for a set of 1-6. It's going to be running it down here on his B side. And they leave with no contestation. I'm just going to get planted now, but player 3 gone. Does he expect a 5-man stack here from the backside? Stays alive for a moment or so, but does get taken down. Finds the first ab as he goes. With the bulk of the numbers and the trades. So much better for the set of 1-6, but no. Now it's a 2v2 situation. Player 5 looking to make a play, but Grizz does get denied.
It's all up to you now.
And all alone is going to be Kaino, putting it down to a 1v1 situation, but no, Banks there. Good for it. We'll have enough time as well to get the defusal. 1-6. All due to Banks. We'll drop the lead to just 1.
They couldn't react faster off of that flank. 5-man was something that could really throw you off, especially when you're on the attack. Just kind of expect 1 to 2 guys to be there, hit that late timing, but that right there, straight up, no brain, just go get that flank going on that B side.
Round 12 to go. Game closer than ever now. Same approach here for the set of Saints to get this bomb planted now. They got to worry about 2 players still from the front side. That is going to be Helios here on the marksman. Needs flash through as well. The trophy deflects it. Now we can see a 5v5 retake now here, Kala.
Chance for team 1 to 6 to tie this one up. Let's see how this goes. Binks with the opener. Gon will have to trade that first blood. So many fights happening through the generator side already, and it's just rough. Kaino, the last player remaining. Bomb is gonna be defused as Kaino gets eliminated, and we got ourselves another tie game.
It's not over yet. Ready up.
Not much to say there, but that defense on the generator was just pretty soft for Saints. Just don't know where to look, and no utilities to play around with, especially the flashbangs, those concussions.
The enemy has the bomb.
Nowhere to be seen on that one, as they held that bomb plant. Failed to defend it as well. Really rough for Saints.
Truly. Look at the readjustments now here for the set of 1-6, though. They send out 4 players here directly. And the Vested will get checked out here with a set of Kirby. Have information will be given there. Fortunately enough here for the set of 1-6, they don't bite it too much. They do still send out Kirby here to play off the lurk. Look at the map control here. Well handled by the side of 1-6. Saints. Best leeway here is definitely going to be just alpha side, but got to worry about Buddha in the process, though.
Five, Grizz is not moving.
Target down.
Oh no.
Have to take down Kirby, though. That should help them. Got away the loss here a little bit. Kirby's moving through. He should be dealt with. There you go. Gon finds a kill onto Helios, so now it's a 3v3. It's kind of mixed up here. Kuda, tractor fight. Kaino trades it. Oh no! Grizz left the game. Now it's all down to a 4v5. Now imagine if Saints actually do win this. That will be crazy.
The bomb has been planted.
2v2 situation here. Kaino on the Vlad. Does not take down Daytels, but on this off angle is where Gon will be at. Should be able to clear this one off. But I think we will be right back at you. I feel like team 1-6 is gonna get a 6-7 scoreline before we move on. We're right back at you here on screen once again. We might be able to restart that round where Grizz actually left. Just kind of a bummer there for him. He was having a great game, and then boom, right? He's just gonna be dealt with something that is out of his control. But thankfully, we should be able to restart that game, and you'll see ourselves entering that round number 13. And now talk about this, Warden. Grizz up against his former teammates in Split 1. The first time that they met, once again, when he got dropped off, they got 3-0'd. But here, having to force a map number 5, Warden, that's already a big sign of improvement from this squad. And they were in a position where they could potentially close it already. And Yeah, Grizz, 11 kills on that meltdown. And I know we've been talking about him all this time, but that's all there is to it. This guy, when he unlocks it, he might just be able to help his squad win it up against Team 1 to 6, but it's too early to say, and it's also easier said than done.
But a disconnection there from set of Grizz inside of the game. Fortunate enough for them, a call will be happening as well that this scoreline will remain 6-6 here, so that round number 13 will be put to a full replay or restart rather. So that will be the final call here for by the admins as well and the league operations of this tournament.
Okay, so now that we said that, right, Grizz definitely the guy to watch along with Gon for the side of Saints, but for Team 1 to 6, I feel like a guy that has been left unnoticed when we were playing that mid round was Daytel. I mean, on the first half, you kind of saw him move on and just played the route and look for positions where he could cut off a couple of players rotating for the side of Saints. And that's how they earned 3 rounds on that S&D on the defensive side, where on the attack side, where it looked kind of almost impossible for them to win.
Oh yeah, truly. Now let's just draw back as well in regards to search and destroy here for these two teams, man. I mean, we saw in Coastal it was 5-3. It was Saints on the lead. A bit of a toss up there as well. Coming from the first initial rounds of the second half, it was 1-6, putting themselves back on track inside of this game. And it's kind of like the same resemblance here on this map of Meltdown, where we ended off with Saints on a double round lead for the first half. Then all of a sudden 1-6 started to play better on the other side of the map. So, I mean, we're definitely expecting a down-to-the-wire run here for sure. Then again, we just got to recall it back. I mean, the last time we saw Search and Destroy between these two squads, it was really Saints claiming that map away. But then again, 1-6, they have done so much, man. I mean, respawns hasn't been too much of a problem for them, except for that run of Combine. Standoff, alongside the Shenda, was rightfully owned by them. They just got to get this Search and Destroy for them to move over towards the upper side of the bracket.
Now, the crazy thing, I know we're not finished with the whole game just yet, but looking at how Meltdown is designed to be, it has to be attack-sided. And on this series, though, it's just completely the exact opposite. You just kind of saw Grizz and them from Saints just go up 5-3 on the first half, and then move on to the second half. It's just kind of equals 6-6, and both of these squads just really thrive on the defensive end. And we've seen them just absolutely, just crumble after the post plant, and that has really put a lot of notice that there's really no utilities that they're saving up. They're burning too much of it, or either just stacking trophy systems around the map, which definitely has to change. Moving forward, I believe this amount of timeout that you could get here is kind of a cheat code, because you get to look back into it and see what could be wrong for your squad and what you can adjust. And yeah, I think it's the utility placement, especially when you're on the attack. You need to have stuns saved up until the very end, and maybe perhaps a smoke to cover your tracks when you're on it.
Oh yeah, truly. I mean, it has been a common fad for some teams as well to just throw their utilities right off the get-go of these certain rounds, and well, prominently, as we all know as well. I mean, drawing it back to like a region like CDM, where you always have at least a stun and a smoke to work with, especially when it comes to the retake here coming from the defensive side. So that has to be one factor that, I mean, a lot of these teams should be able to incorporate inside of their squad. Just a slight meticulousness in regards to utilities can definitely come and help a long way.
A team 1-6, again, just throwing it back to how their defensive setup is doing effectively so far. They've had one full round where it's a 5-man lower tunnel mid-map. They had another round prior to this where it's just a B-side push. All 4 guys in there, and yeah, they're just overwhelming the guys on the attack side with the way that they're playing with the numbers. And it just comes to a point when you're doing that kind of strat, it just screams out, I don't have a lot of playbook, so let's just rush. Right? And I think if that's something that's been working, you don't really have to change it. And for a team like Saints, who has been amazing on their defense, now you gotta have to factor in that you gotta have to play aggressive. You've been playing so passive off of the early rounds, and all that does for your squad is you getting first blooded. And when first bloods happen, there's a high probability, 60% chance that the one team that gets the first blood gets it home. Now let's move on. Let's get right back into this.
They have the bomb.
I believe 6-6 is going to be the scoreline here. There you go. Saints are going to be on the attack side here once again.
1 to 3 here, looking to react towards the push here towards the B side. You got Helios and Daytel here right up fully posted up already here towards the front side of the site. So Mark's going to switch play to work already. The bomb's going to get planted now. Still 3 players on the other side of the map here for the side of 1 to 6. But Saints, Crossfire set it up. All going to come down to the better side of the trades.
1 to 6, slowing things down. Calm before the storm. Saints, are you ready for the take? It's a 2-man push off of that mid-map. Daytel's now swinging, winning up against Skyno. And no matter how much you say it, the answer is simple. It's still Team 1 to 6 that will claim it home, and the 6-7 scoreline still remains in favor for Team 1 to 6.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet.
Thank you, Kali. 6 to 7 we go. Saints might have responded. Tied this one up once again, or could it be match point already for the set of 1 to 6? Pretty soon though. Kirby and Kuda will be working towards each other here towards the ace side. Helios alongside Daytel on towards Bravo and banks off the mid map. Another approach here on towards the B side of the Abyss leads to charge. We're gonna get the first. Can't get the full connection to get the elimination. Triple stack here from the top though, and will get taken down by Kuda. It's a collapse here for the side of Saints. And headed down already. It will be match point advantage for the side of 1 to 6. One last round
Over yet.
to win off the series.
They just get handled the guy on the head glitch. I mean, there was 3 guys off of that mid-map. Where was the push on that ramps? Just to try to swarm over that B side for Saints. Now they're in big, big trouble.
They have the bomb.
Team 1 to 6 went from a team down 5-3 on the first half and immediately chaining rounds after rounds on the defense.
Oh, look at this. Kirby and Binks just swings out. You find Kel. Gon's gonna be able to get good for the trade and the paint. Glitters down here on the feed. Paints it down to blue. Dominated by the side of Saints. Now gonna be Helios and Daytel. Now here to try to claim this final round to close out the map. It's pretty unlikely now. We've got 4 players. 2 to each side of the site with the bomb planted as well. Helios and Daytel got to play a perfect retake here for them to try to take this round away.
Ain't gone.
Last one. Complete the mission.
Hit mark, but Abbott is gonna confirm that kill. Maybe this game is not yet over for Saints, as they clearly push through. 1 more round to go to force overtime. Can they do it?
Defend
They
the
find it
objective.
now.
The enemy has
One last round here. These 2 teams definitely deserved an overtime, but we all know 1 to 6 wants to avoid it as much as possible. Saints, knowing the stakes is all up high, they take it slow once again. They don't want to do anything erratic here right off the get-go. Taking it slow here, waiting for a mistake to happen here up against 1 to 6.
I like that spot where Grizz is. That will intercept any push whenever they take down the reactor. Grizz, prior to this, has got 11 kills in this map already. Looking to try to tag a couple of more. Force this overtime again. I've been waiting to get some revenge up against his former teammates in Split 1. Formed this group. Things have looked better. The first time they met Team 1 to 6, they got swept 3-0. June 21st, and a couple of weeks after that, here at the Points Major at the Decider. Have the chance to force overtime. Maybe in fact win it. Team 1 to 6 refuses to back down. Now a decision has been made. We're exactly headed towards the B side. Saints right through it. Helios again in the same spot where he took a multi-kill earlier. He's gonna fall already, all down to Daytel. In his generator, swings in, gets the kill onto Kaino. Again on the bomb site. He's gonna get caught. Grizz has to win it all for himself. It's a 1v2. pinched, and he is gonna fall. Team 1-6 survives the onslaught from Saints, and we'll move on as the Group D first place in this GSL group stage.
Wow, what a closeout off towards the series. I mean, on paper, it deemed to be a game mode that rightfully should be lying upon the hands of Saints, but no, 1-6. Able to break the fat in the trend, losing the search and destroy. They absolutely dodges that overtime run as well. Just a close out, so close we get so far for Set of Saints.
It sucks because again they were in the lead, Warden. It was 2-1. They won the control. They won the combine map. They definitely had the chance to close it out here, but again, it's just heartbreak across the server here. It was almost a fairy tale redemption right in his hands. Just wanted to tear up that receive where it was a 3-0 sweep on the June 21st game, but here it's just a devastating 3-2 loss for Team Saints, who will now have to fight for their lives in the lower bracket, while 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 punches their ticket forward towards our playoffs tomorrow. And it's okay, Warden. Yes, the grudge match slips away by the absolute skin of your teeth, but yeah, it is what it is. You're gonna just have to fight your way back and head towards that playoffs. You got one more game right after this, but would you take a look at this game? I believe Daytales really do deserve that MVP here for Team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His mid-round adjustments, the way he routes around the map, where he just kinds of catch Saints with their pants down majority of the time, is pristine. It is how they won this map number 5.
I mean, just the level of resiliency that, you know, 1-6 was able to offer was just really nice as well. I mean, we started off this meltdown with a pretty immaculate lead for the side of Saints, but hey, they were able to make up for it leading up to the second half as well. Great job for the side of 1-6.
Definitely will be so. And again, for those who have been looking for teams that have been able to qualify to the next stage already, we have Exclusive, Animus, Wanted, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are your 4 teams that have made it to our double elimination playoffs tomorrow and up until Sunday. Now, again, there are going to be a couple of board games that we are going to be waiting for to finish. Obviously, Infinity and Cantic retired on the deciders on the loser bracket for Group A. You have Troglodyte Tribe waiting for whoever is going to be advancing from the elimination match between Basmati Bias and Oxygon later on in this broadcast. And you have Valor and Empire just looking it out on Groups D for their decider game. Yeah, a lot in store for us still today, Warden. We just finished the first half of our GSL bracket. And if you guys are just tuning in, you make sure you do drop a follow and do search up playmobile.gg for you to stay updated to all our tournaments all across the Call of Duty Mobile region. We have for North America, we have for Europe, Latin America, for Japan, for India. It's basically everywhere as well, Warden. So yeah, you can't afford to lose out on stats. They have that tracked down to the T as well.
Yeah, definitely. And if you want to be a competitor as well in regards to the future tournaments for Call of Duty Mobile, you got to head straight towards playmobile.gg as well. Stats, competition, name it. But with that being said, I mean, we're pretty much just halfway done here for the broadcast. We still got 2 more to go to showcase. Before that does so happen, we're going to be taking a short break. We'll be right back, guys.
what a game that we just saw there for Team 1 to 6 as they win up against Saints on that match number 2. Had to go down to a game number 5. And now we're ready for our second half of the show. Once again, we welcome you back to the codm World Championship 2026 Europe Points Major. My name is Callie. I'm down here with Coach Jericho, and we're right here to bring you one of the elimination matches. Coach Jay, it's going to be Cantic Retired versus Infinity at the Group A. And things have not looked good for them at the start, and one of them will have to go down to the ground while the other advances to the playoffs.
Well, that's the name of the game, Callie. Double elimination. You got your second life. You already used it already. And, I mean, we had an explosive best of 5 last series, and I think we're going to have another one right here, Callie.
And it does. Looks like that. I do feel like that this is going to go into a map number 5. I do feel like the way that this thing has been going in for us, right? It's just definitely the trend here at the Deciders match. But anything can happen here as we take a look at it, right? Infinity is sitting at top 8 in terms of the seeding here for the European region. And Cantic Retired placing number 9. So they're up and in, up against each other. So it's going to be quite a match to see, knowing that Cantic Retired, a full French squad that we'll be seeing here outside of that Animus squad that we have in this region. I mean, looking at the guys like Ozzy, Magin, Naiwen, Sriku, and Nox, I feel like Magins is going to be that guy for this team. So if you can really step up on the hard point, there's a high chance that they do end up with that win. But Infinity cannot be underestimated here. Yes, they did drop a map earlier, but they made sure that, you know, they get themselves to the winners and play up against Exclusive earlier today.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you can look out for Ryu, man. Man's going to Hadouken his way here in this series here, Callie. But, I mean, both of these teams, 8 and 9, it's not like the first series what we had was 3 versus 14. So this is much more closer than we should expect here. I think it's going to come down to the vetoes. Both of these teams should know each other very well just because of the seedings here. But look at that. Takeoff, Tunisia, Crossroads, Arsenal, and Coastal here looking pretty good for both of these teams, and I feel like we're going to have such an explosive matchup. I agree with you, Callie. You know, we're going to be using that word over and over again for this series.
And you are watching, again, EU Decider match here. Again, you're fighting not just for money here, but the WCPS points, Coach Jay. It's ×3 of what you'll ever have in this splits. All of your moments from the EU split qualifiers, just to be here is amazing. Yes, definitely does, but what you want is to be able to play at the World Championship in Mexico City this year in 2026. And yeah, a long way road ahead for these two squads down at the Decider. Infinity and Cantic Retired, but about to load into this map number 1. 2 big maps awaits us if we go down to a map number 4, Coach Jay. I love what I'm seeing here. Enough of those close range maps. I want to see these long range bombs for these 2 teams.
I definitely agree. And not only that, Callie, I mean, this is, you know, if you lose here, you're going to have such a long break again, Callie, of just waiting for the next tournament. So it's not really the best time to drop the ball here for either of these teams. Here we go. Takeoff loading in. A lot of crazy matches, a lot of legendary matches here. Going all the way back to 2021 when this was first introduced into the Call of Duty Mobile competitive scene. As we're about to begin, game number 1, Cantic Retired, Infinity, Hardpoint, Takeoff, Callie. Let's get it on.
SMGs are the way to go, but your ARs do matter a lot here. Those high grounds, especially in this P1, that will separate you apart on this matchup. And again, the marksman has shown high swing capability in this series. And on every pro scene that you got, when you got a strong marksman, you do end up your way as the team that is dominating. Cantic Retired so far, gonna take the early set here so far.
Early set, that's true. 11-3. Infinity able to get some kills in Ryu on that hill as one play against Magins. Fortunately, won't happen. Cantic Retired, though, pretty good, solid in this P1. You know, if you look at the map, Infinity, though, able to get all the angles they can, but Cantic Retired just getting all the points.
Topside control is going to be lost here for the time being for Cantic. Infinity will be able to regather themselves right back into this. Back 30 seconds off this map. You do got the Shanks popping off early. 4-piece. Looking good for him. One more for that Predator, but he's going to get shut down. Cantic. Last 10 seconds on this P1. They still decide to go in for that push. But on this P2 we go. Infinity will be there early.
Imagine's gonna be the first one to hop on it. Gets 1 kill. Spots down Rio. 2 more players though inside that P2 hill. It's going to be a lot of gunfights here. Imagine has to stay up for his team, only good for one. Now here comes the push for the side of Quantic, but Infinity able to hold it down for at least just 2 seconds. It does not matter. Quantic retired. Beautiful retake for them, and now they take control of P2.
All of the win rate probabilities definitely up there for Quantic. They spawned them on Narnia, but Infinity will be able to stick on by through ticketing, and the Shanks again cutting off guys. 11 kills to his name, really explosive off the get-go. But Quantic continues to remain firm. Standing inside of this point, I mean, you're talking about Aussie with 11 kills already, and Infinity just look at how the Shanks is just trying to cut off of these guys. Single-handedly trying to make sure Infinity is in fighting distance, but that is not going to be easy when that Quantic is having a lot of stable performance out of all 5 guys.
I definitely agree. Quantic now 62 to 19 here. I mean, Infinity, if Shanks can somehow give his energy to hold to his team and able to get some kills there, Cali, we would have a much more competitive game here, but still very close. B3 coming up right here. You see Ryu inside this hill, but he does have enemies in front of him. Big fights coming through in this B3.
All operators gotta be invested.
Here we go.
Whoever finds that one first, high value, it's gonna take that money hill. Suro, off to a slow start, finds himself a couple of kills, but look at how Quantic just evaporates the players inside of that point. Quickly gone. But we see Infinity do find their way back in it, but for how long can they take this hill? So far, so good, as they do find 5 guys go down in the kill feed.
Yep, the Shanks with the claw as well. Gets one, runs out of ammo. Plays the corner with the smoke here. Very good positioning for him. The pre-fire able to get it, and finally, solid hill for the side of Infinity, Cali. Subpar hills in P1 and P2, but now you see them stepping up here in this P3. Now we are right back into the game, 64 to 59. Final contest comes through, and that can domino effect over this P4. Just like that, rotation is set already for Infinity.
Just chaining that P3 to P4 is crucial for them to just try to pull away from this. Quantic could be off to a slow start on this rotation, trying to cut off the guys coming through from C side. They do find their way into this. Aussie, no pinch play that will be offered to them. They're gonna get smoked out. And this is where it's kind of alarming if you're Quantic. They're spawning on the left side of the map. When operators do pop in for Infinity, that might mean trouble for your squad. Those war machines, whose claw, when it gets eventually popped in, you're gonna get multi-killed. That's not looking good for you. You gotta find your way back into trying to finish this round.
Nope,
That backside where Infinity is.
I definitely agree. Quantic's operator usage wasn't the best here, and they're just getting dropped down one by one. Infinity able to hold it down. 2 back-to-back great kills for the side Infinity. 100-point mark has been reached. Predator missile at the ready. Shuts down more players there. Nice kills. Enki on the 17 so far, but Nai went from the back, able to get one, but it doesn't matter. The trades are there, and the damage has been done. Points have been reached for the side of Infinity as we are about to hit the reset. So far, 107 to 66.
Quantic retired has to do better on the next P3 and P4. Can't afford to make out those late rotations, and in fact, can't afford to let your team just actually play a little bit slower than usual. Infinity, great bounce back there. The Shanks was kind of frying. Was kind of the only guy that really was helping the load of offense for Infinity on the first 2 sets of kills, but when all of the other guys do get warmed up, they just immediately chain back-to-back 60s.
I agree. Now you take a look at our screen, ladies and gentlemen. Operators already loaded up for the side of Infinity here, but expect them to use that for that P2, Cali. 30 seconds left here at Quantic. This is the hill that they were able to get a lot of time here. Knock, trying to fight for his life. Left and right, looking for it. Spraying down, laying down on the smoke here. Enki, though, is able to contest it. This is solid. Knock, still alive here. Able to get one more. Needs help from his team as well. 75 to 116 seconds ago. Suro, though, able to get none, but Knock still alive. Been in the hill for the longest time there, Cali, on a 4-kill spree as well.
Yeah, 41 seconds with the hill pressure. You love to see a guy play P1 as brave as this guy. This is gonna try to cut off players through the ATM, so this might be an off angle where Quantic retired could be able to try to flip spawn. Knox again making the plays, and Quantic are gonna be able to contest the point here early. Knox bringing that Sparrow down, only 2 kills for him. Only a nice strike, but your teammates are not able to resupply the hill, so Infinity bring out their operators. And it started to look like another money hill is in the board for them if there is no resistance provided here from Kantic.
Yep, that's true. 2 operators being used as well. War Machine out for Ozzy. Death Machine out for number 2 as well. Able to get him. Sriku is going to get shut down. Predator Missile spots 2 as well. Kantic back on top in this P2. Claw by 9-1 as well. Finally some life here, but the EMP is also activated, but the Claw spraying and praying, ricocheting it everywhere he can. Kantic retired, trying their best to get back into the game.
Suddenly, they started to play fast match-ins with the 3-piece there. Equalizer still ready for that C-side P3. Again, you're lacking that P3, P4 control on that first set of hardpoint rotation. So that's where you're kind of needing your players to just kind of focus their attention on. Kind of late on this rotation. That's quite alarming. Infinity Ryu. About to shred some Hadouken here with that Equalizer. No player is spotted for him at the moment. His teammates doing majority of the cleanup outside of the point. It's what you want. Now it's time to go ham. Equalizer gonna be expiring at the wrong time. It's gonna fall down, so no value off of that, but they'll gladly take it. Majority of their players did majority of the damage outside, and now they reap their reward. And P3 looking like a massive lockdown for them.
Yep, Infinity here on a huge lead so far. You know, a pretty good lead, I mean. 156 to 108 ARs are doing well here. This Bal 27 really stepping into the meta of COD Mobile and making it look easy for the AR players here. But here comes the push. Kantic gotta break the hill on his own. Ryu gonna be the first to defend. Suro gets one, almost gets the second. But there's gonna be the Claw again for the side of the Shanks. The Shanks, he's gonna get one as well from his teammates. Nice trades back and forth. Infinity taking control of this game. The Shanks keeps on frying.
Yeah, and not only that, Bioshock and Eki, 31 kills each as well. And this P4 is about to lock in. Again, chaining this rotations, this money hills. That's how you're going to see this team actually pull off. And now pull away from Kantic Retired, whose best hill was actually P1. But apart from that, they have been kind of lacking in terms of fragging inside of the point, and that has cost them to just fall short in terms of the pacing that Infinity is providing here.
That's true. 200-point mark has been reached. 50 more points inside Infinity. The spray and pray inside of smoke by Chalk still alive. Has suffered teammates, but the side of Kantic able to break it. Only one player to beat is going to be number 3. Enki with the Death Machine. He's going to get shut down. Nox with the Sparrow. Can he save his team once again inside this hill? The answer will be yes, but the trophy is able to shut it down. Infinity trying to go for the kill.
There you go.
Oh.
Infinity.
Oh
to
my.
try to go and beyond. Oh my days, imagine another 3-piece for him. Again, one of the solid guys that really plays the point here for them. 64 seconds. I went there with 81. They gotta do more. And thankfully, this P1 is their best hill. And it's crazy to think that they do not have a ton of power positions that they climb onto. Those second floors, when they play it, it's just literally smokes. And now, adjustments have been made by Infinity. They're really looking to try to get from the top, and they'll do the damage on the point now as they do get the shotgun on the OBJ player. And Infinity looking to try to close this one out, but not just yet. As Kantic still, I still do think they got a fight in them left.
I mean, they got to play desperate now. They got to hop on this hill, and that's what they're trying to do. That's the reason they're not hopping on any power positions, Cali. But look at this, Infinity taking advantage of their desperation. Able to get more kills. Bite shot, good for 1. 3 kills for him, the Shanks. 45 and counting. Can he get 46? Yes, he can. 47 is on the board, but no, 9-1 shuts him down. 227 to 135 points are almost at the end here. Kantic, they need to be able to contest it. Enki with a 2-piece as well.
Yeah, that's the early rotation onto you. That's what you need. You got 4 operators available for Kantic. This is your last stand. You do not get this. It's kind of over in this map 1. Infinity are right just there, ready for the shutdown.
Here for the shutdown, but Sriku gets 3. Can he get the 4th? Yes, he can. Death Machine, 5. Yes, he can. All 5 for the team. Kantic now on the comeback. Gotta be perfect here, but the Shanks shuts down the Death Machine. If you're Infinity, just gotta slow it down here. This could be the end here, but Kantic still fighting for it. They still have spawns. War Machine out for Ozzy as well. What value can he find? But Bioshock from the back can definitely make the play here for his team. Here comes the play. Ryu with the equalizer. Good for 1, good for 2, but Darwin brings out the claw as well. Magic's now trying to hold it down. Infinity spawning all the way out here. Kantic still has time to breathe here, Callie.
And they too, and this is a massive B2 hill coming out of them.
Oh no.
And they all fall down. Bishop with the 2 piece, and that clears it. 10 more points for Infinity to take this. Cantic needs to go and contest.
Needs to go and contest. 4 more points to go Infinity. They're about to end it, but Ozzy knocks once again, clutches up with the Sparrow. More players coming through. Death Machine now back and forth. Mono, Imano, Bishop. It's all of them. Gets one. But Suro with the nade as well. It's not going to end here, but they only need 1 more point. This could be it. The Shanks holding it down. Back and forth. Here we go. Left and right. And finally, it doesn't matter. Rotation is always going to be key in Hardpoint Cali and Infinity. Taking it 250 to 170. That's going to be game number 1.
It is, and it's crazy to think that Cantic retired. Your best hill is P1. Not normally you do get to see that be your best hill on a takeoff map. More usually just P3. One of the money hills of this one, but yeah, definitely interesting how Cantic played this. Unfortunate that they could not find the proper protocols to just try to break one of the P3, P4s that Infinity was just kind of doing so well on. And that prompted them to really had it rough at the end. They had the initial lead, then they got nailed down to 60 points off of that P3, P4 chain coming out of Infinity through the first hardpoint rotation. It's just kind of rough that they could not make any bounce back at all whenever we had to go towards those set of hills.
I definitely agree with you, and the funny thing is, you can make a mistake once, and then you can bounce back. But for the side of Infinity Cali, they did not. I mean, for the side of Contact, they did not rotate at all for P3 and P4. Never once in this hardpoint, which is very weird because you saw them. That's where they lost. And for the side of Infinity, they just kept on rotating early and early because they knew their setups were going to be very great and their operation was just amazing. I think Contact could have won this game, but I feel like they were trying to play such a different style that it didn't work up against a team like Infinity.
It does, and it really put a lot of toll on them because they just had the chance to just work through their P1 and P2s. I mean, Majin, Snywin, all of these guys, they were hanging in there in terms of the kill department, but again, there's not value on those kills for those P3, P4 holes. And the operators were just kind of, again, just not good enough for them to break any of those hills whatsoever. And Infinity will be taking it home on this map number 1. The Shanks with 51 kills to his name, 66 seconds on the clock. And yeah, he was prying at the start, was trying till the very end, and Infinity will be taking map number 1.
I feel like on the side of Cantic here, we knew what they wanted to do, Cali, but it looked like they were just getting kills. It didn't feel like they were hopping on it. But again, that's their story to tell. That's their strategy. But moving on now, 1-0. Now up to Tunisia here. Game number 2. Fan favorite is Search and Destroy. Original map here for Call of Duty Mobile. And now up next here for our second game in this best of 5, Cali.
Tunisia, again, a safe haven for Chinese teams.
Garena teams as well.
Garena teams as well. You got there, so curious to see how European teams do play it out. Now, usually on the defense, 2-1-2s. Looks like that will be the call here for Infinity. Maybe in fact a 2-0-3, so a strong ace setup for Infinity off the opening defense.
Looking like
Those nades.
A CDM setup, Cali, by the looks of it.
Transitioning. Okay, interesting. That's the first blood. Ooh, MK2
right.
getting. Yeah, I love this skin coming out of the DMC crates. Gonna see more of that for Suro. Infinity, another kill in an Aussie. And Cantic saying, hey, let's not go to the B side. I've seen enough. Let's go to the A side.
I've seen enough, Cali. It's a 3 versus 3 now. Now it's going to be a rotation on the bomb here. Definitely Suro gets knocks as well. So now that puts a man down for the side of Cantic. But Sriko and Majin may not have the smokes. They have the execution. The chance. You just got to hold it down, man. Don't need to push here. Got to wait for his teammate, but it doesn't matter. He's Superman. And there, that is why. Gets that first kill. One more player to beat. It's going to be Magix. He's going to get shut down by the Shanks. Oh. I thought he was going to go for the teabag.
Jiggle.
A little bit of jiggle there, Kelly.
Oh no, can't do that with me when I'm here. The Shags, 3 kills off of that round number 1. And it started, I mean, he was moving around the map. You saw him on the tunnel, taking down Ozzy, and out of nowhere, just cuts across that mid-map, slides in
The bomb.
at the A-bomb connector. Going for those last 2 kills. Look at Kantic retired. Gonna be a B-slam here, only 0.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Nobody's turning their heads over this. It's a fake. The fake B, hesitation towards the A side, like Allen Iverson.
That's gonna be the rotation here, but I mean they're taking too much time here, Cali. If you're decided Kantic, you gotta move now, and there you go. That's the first blood. You take the site, you get the setup. Smokes are out. Plant will be in.
Bomb has been planted.
Now it's gonna be a 44-second defense here. Post plant is set.
You have number 5 in Aussie watching the flank. We're gonna take this through the A
Oh,
wraps,
no.
and Iwan back-to-back crucial shots for Kantic retired to shut those players down in the numbers. Magin on the tight corner. There you go.
Good
That's the
forward.
first one.
Sura now.
More to
1
go.
versus 3, Cali. Not a lot of time. This should be around for Kantic here. Let's check his corner. No, he does not. Shuts him down. And
Not over yet.
a beautiful
Ready up.
play for the side of Kantic here. Very, very basic play, Cali, but it worked out.
You're not afraid to show out new weapons. I've seen an FK2.
Defend the
Now we saw an MX9 being utilized here by Kantic on an off angle.
Smoke out.
Was a fake B earlier, so they're trying to condition these guys. Do not try to rotate, and on this round they do not rotate. So it is, oh my god. Yeah, beautiful shots. First blood connected there for Kantic. Bomb is gonna get planted here as well. Yeah, the retake goes through here for Infinity.
Nox, by shock, both getting killed with the flag. The Shanks, good for 1, good for 2, good for 3! The Shanks! 1, 2, and 3 from downtown, Cali. Mad displaying on
From deep.
times 2.
Next round.
Times
It
2
kind of-
speed, Cali.
It kind of feels like that's the way I'm seeing it too. I thought I was the only one.
Bro, Cali, every time he like turns and snaps on it, it feels like he has like quick draw 2 for those old heads. You know what quick draw 2 is, but it feels like he has something, Cali.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it's 2 to
Rounds.
1 here, Cali.
2 rounds where the Shank, 2 rounds that they win. 2 rounds where the Shanks got a 3-piece. Make it more impressive. Akoshka will be utilized here by Naiwin. Not exactly a gun you would think is
Maybe he
part of
likes
the
it
meta, but
with
it
the skin.
actually is. It actually is part of the meta. So
You got it.
staying ahead. What it is for Kantic.
We've seen an MK2. We've seen a Koshka. What else can we see, Cali?
They have the bomb.
The bomb getting picked up.
That I agree. The bomb has been picked up. B is clear, and Infinity recognition hasn't been the best for them, Cali. By the looks of it, I think Kantic may be able to utilize this kind of play over and over again. They just have to watch their backs.
Watch their back. They do. Number 1 in yellow and knock. Look at that position. Nasty.
Go down.
That's 1. Slides in. No, he just stands in the corner. He falls. But that's enough info that there's 2 more guys coming through from the B main. High shock spraying. There's no escape here for Ozzy. Just has to throw him down. He gets caught. And now the B side is completely open for them to take. Naiwin with the Koshka in his hands. Fails to convert. It's all down to Sriku. Bomb planner. With 8 seconds. Just has to buy time. He doesn't have to go and play this one risky.
No time.
No time. Kaboom.
I think the retake was a bit too slow for Infinity there. I think they had the right idea, Cali, but I think they got to go in at like at least 25. 25 should be such a great time just to be able to kill that player as well that was playing post plan there. But here we go. 2 to 2 we go. Kantic, another fake. We see him. That could happen here unless they're letting Mr. Naiwin get a kill with a sniper.
They're classic mid picks that it is. K2. Again, these skins are looking so amazing. You have the one for Koshka, you have one for the MK2. Red Monster, I would say. 30 seconds in, and they're now gonna make their move. It's towards the A side. Gonna have to take care of Ryu. Lights them up by 1. What's the guy on the top line? Can't confirm it yet. They're looking into it. Enki's got his full sight on it. Iwan taking his time. Ooh, gets a lovely peek of that shoulder, but not enough to clear it.
That's true. I mean, he has been that sniper, but gotta start taking this pick. Ryu spots it as well, knocks, backs away. Has to regen his life. 50 seconds left. Kantic gotta decide, go for the speed push. Suru's gonna be there, number 4 in blue. He knows he's there. One player got through already, Cali. Not the best angle, but timing could be everything. Suru able to go good for one as well.
Bro, crucial kill.
It's Heglitch.
Fnatic just about to make their way here. There's no way that bomb is going to be planted right away. Nas is going to be able to pick down Enki. Ryu is just waiting for that bomb plant to happen. He's waiting for that sound cue. Little does he know, Infinity is losing lives. Imagine is going to be taking 2 guys down. Ryu's going to be here on the tunnel. Sees the corner.
Oh no.
But man, yeah, just took his time too much there. And Kantic will hopefully be able to get that round win off away from Infinity's hands.
I think he should have moved Cali as soon as his teammates started getting shot. That would have been the perfect moment to try to make a play, and instead he was able to get a nothing there as we move on to the next round. Nice nade from Struko, takes down Ryu. The Shanks takes down Nine as well. Back to a 4 versus 4. Classic Call of Duty. But still a very slow game here, and this is what we expect in a map like Tunisia, Cali. A lot of fakes, a lot of brushes, a lot of nades being thrown, and Nox is through.
Nox, you're very cheeky for this. So gets away with it. Makes this a 3v3 situation. Get the bomb plant, but where you decide to play after planning, it's the very main question. That's being fired for Infinity, Coach Shay. They're working on that B main.
Well, they're moving a bit faster here, but Nox is being very sneaky. Good for 1. He's gonna get tagged up. Nox good for 2 as well, and Struko takes down 1 more. Kantic's S&D, shades of what we see over in the CDM, Cali.
Oh, I know that map playbook really well. I've seen it enough to say that's one of the top teams is S&D playbook right here for Kantic. And the fact that they're executing it pretty well is absolutely what you want to see for French squad. You know, they're very competitive with the way that they want to get the execution on this S&Ds. Think of the likes of Marvel, of the elite snipers in the world.
Oh,
Very
Suro.
competitive with it, especially in the S&D. There you go, Ozzy with the shotgun on the Suro. Enki cannot answer back. Enki falls. 4v3 here, Coach Jay.
4 versus 3, Bite Shock. He's gonna get tagged up. Wallbang by Nox. Nox has been on fire for the past 2 rounds. Another one by Nox. 2 wallbangs back to back. Kantic answering back in the search to destroy. This is what you want to see. And Infinity not really having a great time in this search to destroy, Cali.
The whole base is just being dictated by Kantic at this point. Now Infinity finally able to get the right read here. It's a 3-man slam on the B side.
Oh no. Is this the turtle? The turtle strap, Cali. Look at them. They're literally watching a team.
Triple higher.
But there's a free kill, Enki. And no trade whatsoever.